Okay, welcome everybody. It's my podcast. It's my podcast. Whoa, welcome everyone. What's this? A group of people I tied up? Let's figure it out. Let's see
What
who
are
it
you
doing
is.
in my podcast?
I don't like this fetish, man.
Listen, it's okay.
I'm not
It's
into
my
it.
fetish, and I like it. So
I
it's
guess
my
that's
fetish.
fine.
It's my
It's
fetish.
my fetish.
All right, I'm gonna start with the top left person, which is for me. It's Benkilla. Who are you, Benkilla? Welcome to the podcast. Actually, hey, welcome everyone to episode 24 of Within the Flesh. We got Benkilla. We got Shinlar / Barunyu / Heavy / all these other bibble babbles, and then we got FoxP2.
Yeah,
You
it's
can call me
really
Dad for short.
convenient to have only one username for everything.
Yeah, it is, but Shinlar doesn't think so.
Yeah, no, it's a really boomer thing to do. It's like having one
Boomer.
password for everything. Yeah, it's a boomer thing.
Boomer
All right,
To have
let's talk
one
about
username.
boomers. Why don't we, huh?
Oh damn, stupid boomers!
I do feel.
They
And messing up my legal fees and all that.
Listen,
yeah.
are boomers actually as guilty as everyone paints them to be?
Are we gonna start talking about what?
It depends on the case.
They're equally
talking about
guilty as
Juvenoya?
everyone else.
I just feel like, what's it gonna look like 100 years from now, or our grandkids? No, not our grandkids, because let's be honest, we're all fucking losers. Anyways, is the younger
My
generation
17 adopted African children disagree.
is the younger
Oh.
generation going to look at us and be like, "You had it so fucking good. You could afford like a shitty apartment. I can't even afford
No, we can't.
prefab
No, you can't.
a prefab cardboard box."
More shit.
If
No, but
if
that's what I
they-
mean.
If they say that we had it good, then they're absolutely fucked.
No, but that's
Yeah,
what I
they
mean.
wouldn't exist.
That's what I mean.
Well, yeah,
though.
because they all live on the streets.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Though, is that like
Probably, yeah.
They'll
Not-
be living in some stalker ass post apocalyptic world.
yeah, that's what I
That'd
mean.
be fucking amazing. That'd be awesome.
They're gonna be like, what? You didn't have to fucking go shoot someone at Walmart just to get a box of diapers? Wow, you had it
Is it gonna
good.
be? Is the future gonna have the same Eurojank that Stalker does? The animation's gonna be like really shitty,
Yeah,
and the AI is just gonna get stuck in geometry.
absolutely. But
It's
Oh, what's it
possible.
called?
it's kind of like I feel like not every boomer had like the luxury life that maybe
Oh, of course
majority
not.
of them did. So, they'll accuse of us of having like affordable apartments or apartments that we could possibly afford with only 2 jobs, Be like,
You're saying
you had
that
it
they're
fucking
not gonna-
good. And it's like,
You had it fucking good. Now you're working in the ball crushing factory. I wish I was you.
it's gonna be like, well, most of us, still lived with our parents for like a majority of our life. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Had it good.
It'll
Which is
do.
unacceptable a generation ago.
Yeah.
That is true. That was unacceptable. You had to be out at like 18, 21, depending on your
16.
parents.
I remember
16?
I
Yeah,
remember
but
when I was
16,
like
it had to be out.
when I was younger and like that was still sort of a thing that was like, oh, you still live with your parents type meme. And
Yeah.
now it's like, yeah, of course I still fucking live with my parents. I can't
I'm
afford to move
broke.
out.
Yeah.
Like I make money, but I don't make enough money to move out. I work 50 hours a week and I still don't have enough money to like comfortably live by myself and pay all the bills I can without being like, all right, so ramen tonight?
Yeah.
Damn, but you're rich.
Yeah,
Dude.
you barely have enough money to pay the bills and get groceries. You don't have enough to pay for a roof over your head. Good luck finding one that's affordable at this point.
And
Unless
then,
I
you
can
know,
just
like,
pay for
oh,
it.
well, you could have like had a an education, had a job. Oh yeah, you want to be in debt for most of your life?
And then you end up the same.
Like pretty much the only way you can get by in today's age is: are your parents rich? Did they grow up wealthy? You're set for life.
Are you
Are they
disabled?
poor? Die.
Oh yeah, see that we have to like hop on the disabled train.
Yeah.
We got,
As someone
we
who
gotta make
lives
ourselves disabled.
as someone who lives as like slightly above the poverty line, it's you see a lot of people who are on it, and I'm gonna admit, they have a fucking point. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
They take advantage of it,
I don't
like
know
to
if-
the point where it's just
It kind of sucks.
There's, I know my aunt takes advantage of the system and charities quite a bit. And it's like, man, come on. Like, there's a church that will give away food, right? And she'll be like, oh, I have 6 kids. And she only has
Mm.
1. So,
Yeah,
Food
just
bank,
to
then.
just
Yeah.
get away with more food. Yeah, well, that's the kind of things that you. It's
it
not that
makes
you
it look
have
it
to
makes
do
it
them.
look bad for everybody else.
yeah, that's the issue.
Sure. But there's if there is some system that you can exploit, people will do it.
Oh, absolutely.
I'll
And
do it.
the issue is that I don't think people would wish to exploit it if they didn't have to. I think there is a pressure behind it that makes it where people really want to
Yeah.
exploit it, you know.
It's I'm not sure that
Mhm.
this is still gonna be there by tomorrow, so I better take everything I can today.
Yeah, it's being
That
advantageous.
kind of way of thinking. But at the same time, there's just the asshole that just take everything and go away.
Yeah.
Just and burn the place to the ground too, just because they want to.
Yeah, it's to the point where it's like, well, now you're making everyone else look bad.
He went
Sort
mute.
of.
He ran
That's
away. It's our podcast now. We were.
It's our podcast,
Oh,
and welcome.
okay. What do you want to
to
talk
the-
about then? What
the
kind of
Autism
controversial shit do you want? Yeah, let's
It's the
go.
podcast. All right, what's your favorite form of
Oh, I'm
autism?
back. I'm back.
My favorite.
Oh no, he's back.
I'm back.
My
I'm
favorite
sorry.
autism is the hyper specific to one franchise of video games that you play for your whole life.
Dead Space.
That's that space is pretty good.
Ratchet and Clank.
That's a pretty good
Time
franchise to be
Splitters.
autistic with.
Pokemon.
Time Splitters. Pokemon.
Sometimes players, yeah. Ratchet and Clank. What the fuck? What are you talking about, man? Is this that's
Resident
the
Evil.
Resident Evil? Yeah, people aren't autistic enough with Resident Evil. I gotta say, I'm disappointed.
Yeah,
You
Alright,
could
use
be
speedrun community
gamers.
though?
You could be more artistic when playing Resident Evil. You can always be more artistic.
Mr. Podcast host, do we have a specific topic we want to all chime in on?
I don't know.
Autism.
You guys are very much. Yeah, you know what? How does everyone feel about autism in general? I gotta say, listen, I hate it. Okay, listen,
You
like
hate it.
that's my
Like,
listen.
for
That's my
real?
controversial. That's my controversial topic. Okay, that's
Well, please
My-
go more into depth about what you mean about hate.
I just don't like autistic people. I don't, and I'm perfectly fine with saying that in public. I don't care how much people hate me for saying it, but I just really do not like them. They go against everything I stand for, and it makes me mad.
Please do elaborate.
Okay,
Yes,
so
please elaborate.
most
Mr.
You see,
autistic
if I
people-
said that about a certain race, I'd be canceled.
yeah, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Listen, it's autistic people. They're
It's
just
not like
so
they chose
fucking.
to be autistic.
It's not like they chose to be autistic, but I feel like a majority of them aren't. It's kind of like, you know, you see people using the
They're
fucking.
taking advantage of the system.
They're taking advantage of the system. They're taking
Mhm.
advantage of people's sympathy, and you know, it's kind of like how, I don't know. You guys have seen the fucking generations going up,
Mhm.
growing up, and all that stuff, where like
Yep.
they had some kind of tragedy or they have some kind of incident, so you can't be mean to them and you can't criticize them and you can't do anything towards them because that's how they are, you know. And it's like, dude,
Seems your problem seems to be accountability.
yeah.
Unfortunately, I do not follow that rule because fuck them.
I just they don't. You can't criticize them for their behavior, and it makes me mad. It's like,
You can, but not in the same way that you can with the quote unquote neurotypical people.
yeah, neurotypical
Well,
people,
no,
it's
I
fine.
mean, at this point, it's getting to a point where, you know,
Yeah, because people don't know how to,
the
how to handle them.
spoiled bunch are starting to ruin it for everyone.
It's enabling.
Like
Well,
once you like the thing is, once someone, you know, has to tell them, they tell you like, okay, I'm autistic, you're gonna be like, all right, so what kind of bullshit are you gonna start now? Like what's
And
gonna
what
be
kind
what's gonna be the problem now? Like
Yeah,
once you
in
be
your
like, all right,
experience, what kind of
guys,
bullshit do they
guys, I'm
start?
autistic, so you know that they're gonna start saying some shit that's gonna be like, all right, here we go.
Here's the funny part about
Like
that
what?
as well. Actually, actual autistic people will not say, "Yeah, I have autism."
Well,
It's
no,
the one
because
some
I
of them
know
will.
I know
Use it as
someone
an
that I know someone that well, I knew someone that I still kind of do know. I don't know them really, but they would make it a point and be like, "Listen, I'm autistic," and then they would be
Yeah.
like, they would spout some crazy shit, and you'd be like, "Well, I don't know how you're supposed to justify that. That's not autism. That's just straight up racist."
That's just attention seeking.
But it's how they understand the word. Really, it's that doesn't mean they're like exempt from accountability. It's just that
They use the
they
excuse that
really don't know how to filter much of the information that we can.
they're so socially inept that they could be like,
Yes.
"Oh, like
Yeah,
oh,
they're
I
autistic.
didn't know."
They
So
they become that socially inept because there's a lot of autistic people that do learn how to collaborate with others. Like, I bet you didn't know this, but fucking Anthony Hopkins is autistic.
no,
I did not.
I know one big autistic person that's
You wouldn't,
actually very very intelligent, and you could have a
and well
regular
adjusted, yeah.
conversation.
It's just
Absolutely.
No. Oh,
Oh,
no.
no.
Fuck, man.
No, it's not.
Calling me a cracker right there.
You know, it just is the
It's-
pick me autistic.
No, it's
Stop.
some
That's fucked up. Go ahead, Ben.
it's someone else, but like you could have a conversation with this guy and you couldn't tell he's autistic, but he has the autism. And then
Oh, yeah,
there's just
that's
people
weird.
like you they say like 5 words in chat and you're like, all right, this guy's fucking autistic. And sure enough, 5 minutes later, oh guys, I'm autistic. You're like, all right, I kind of knew that already.
Yeah.
And it's like the same never ending story of like, it's almost like you kind of see it coming. Like they have like, it's sort of like they have like a hive mind of like what kind of
Yeah.
reaction they're gonna say about something. It's not
that's-
like,
that is
and
one of
the funny
side
part is
effects, yeah.
it's not even like it's a joke. It's just like it's straight up like a script that autistic people have in their brain.
It's
So, Big J man.
That is kind of like the fucking point. Like, just that is straight on how it feels like.
it feels like that, yeah. That's a side effect of
I feel
their
like
condition.
here's the thing. I'm willing to like let's have some separation, okay? I'm willing to separate
please,
like
nuance.
Discord autistic people versus real life autistic people.
Yeah.
No, you're not even wrong. That's true.
Yeah, like I don't. That's the thing. I don't. I guess if I wanted to be more specific, I don't hate autistic people as a whole. I just hate a certain kind, the kind that just don't shut the fuck up about their game or wants to make everything about themselves. You know, it's you know,
Man.
it's just the people who lack any kind of manners, and it's like, well, it's okay because they don't think like us. It's like, okay, kill them then.
Hey, man, in my
All right,
defense,
Big
I
J,
really
so
like
that's your
Soul River.
solution.
It's really good, man.
What?
The problem is, you think it's like, all right, so like you would think it's like, all right, maybe it's just like they kind of like somehow get together in a group and they're like, all right, we're all going to be autistic and we're going to use our powers against them. But it's like
Autism
the
So-
one person I knew was like fresh on the internet
The League
And
of
then-
Super Autistic.
and just basically just fucking like went into a conveyor belt of the typical Discord autism person.
Then you can't see
got
it, but I'm
production
trying
line
to
into
obliterate your brain with
being a
autism
Discord.
waves right now. You better run.
Damn.
Shinlar, you're autistic, right?
Yeah, Asperger's.
See, and I don't hate you, Shinlar. I think you're
Yeah, but
pretty
you
fine
see,
and dandy,
that's-
boy.
You're one of the good ones.
That's
You're
not
one
the
of the good
same.
ones.
Not fully.
It really does feel like, back in the fucking 60s or something. It's like, you're one of them good darkies, You're not like the rest.
You're one of the good Aspies, dude.
You're
One of the good
Like,
boys.
you're
I
right.
like you.
You know what? Your kind ain't that bad after all.
You don't have to pick some left cotton today, boy.
It really
It's like,
does
all
feel
right, so it's
that.
like, yeah, I'm friends with an Aspie, so I can make fun of all the autistic people. It's like I have
Oh,
like
yeah,
the
that's how
N-word
it
pass.
works.
I
I
have
got-
the N-word pass
I
for
got the
autistic
Aspie
people.
pass.
Yeah.
Do the Aspie pass.
I think Asperger's is fine though. I think those
Yeah,
people are
it's-
cool.
It's the closest
It's
thing
well
to
adjusted enough, yes.
normal.
Aspie people are epic.
Epic for the win.
Yeah.
Epic for the win.
I don't know. You
Epic
can't
for
say
the
Aspie
win.
without me thinking like you're a Pokemon. I want to fucking catch you in Power World.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I have Asperger's. You want one? They're
That
pretty
just makes it better for
delicious.
me.
Asperger's.
Asperger's. Asperger's.
Oh no.
Mm.
Society as a whole has lost
Delicious.
cognitive ability. Listen,
Big
I
Oh,
need
well,
your
let
guys'
me say
opinion
that.
on religious people, okay? I need your
Oh
opinion on it,
boy.
Oh
okay?
boy.
Because listen, I was in a Hagrid Discord call for anyone who's
That's all you
listening.
had to say.
It always
Pack it up,
starts
Pack it up. Pack it up. That's all you had to
every
say.
time. It starts. I was in a call with the Hagrids,
I
and
just-
something fucking pissed me off.
I need your opinion on like two statements that they have made, which is that people used to live until they were 400 years old. And then
Oh.
Remember that one clip that you made that said, "Shut the fuck up"?
yeah.
Okay.
And the
And,
second
like,
one. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna ask you to elaborate on the first.
Okay, I'll
statement,
elaborate
but
on the
no-
first, but
But
the
no,
second
say the other one.
the
Yeah.
second one is that the dinosaurs were hunted to extinction by humans.
Yeah, they were hunted to extinction by a meteor.
Yeah. They were hunted
Uh,
to extinction by humans. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have alligators and all that if they were hunted
Alligator?
to extinction.
But they said that with the first statement that it's because our diet has changed so much.
Yeah, not to 400 years of difference.
And
Too much. We still eat
And
meat and
if anything-
greens.
If anything, we're eating way better now. We're like, we live way longer.
well, actually, Fox, I'll have you know that I was actually in a Discord call with them quite early
Oh,
a few days ago, and they said that we're actually living less longer than usual.
less longer than usual.
Yeah.
Yeah, with that
Yes.
with that breaking too.
Don't forget the 1800s where people were dying at 30 to 40 years old. Yes, we're definitely living less.
It's but those
Mhm.
averages are taken from the life expectancy, which is different from like everybody lived to this age. They would live to that age, but it's because of all the disease and all the
That's what
The
they said.
disease,
how much they were killing each
medical-
other.
Yeah, that's what
So
they
you
said.
would
know,
get the
but-
average from that, and the average would be like 60 years or something.
I
Some shit like that.
remember when you did your podcast last Thursday, and you were talking about this, and I was just like, I kind of feel bad for these people. Like they like with these religious people, like they're kind of set in their ways. There's no you can't really reason with them to try to talk them or like have a debate with them, because like
Mm.
no matter what you say, like they're just kind of gonna just deflect it and just be like, well, no, this is what it is.
That's
And
how
you
I
kind of just
feel.
have to you kind of just have to respect and be like, dude, you're a lost cause.
That's how I feel.
I'm
as well.
sorry. Like if that's what makes you happy in life, you're a lost cause. But that's it, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, look at
like
it this
you'll
way.
you'll be dead and beat. That's it.
Look, I'm a religious
Yeah.
man, but I also believe that some things in the Bible are too fucking far-fetched to be real.
Like
Yeah,
what?
they sure are.
I
Yeah,
believe,
there's
yes, the
some things-
meteor did hit, and yes, maybe Jesus or God does exist. There is that chance that it is real.
You sound like you're
Mhm.
agnostic.
I am.
I am too.
Oh, you know, a true agnostic wouldn't really say anything, really.
No, not
it's
really,
the
but-
ultimate. I don't want to be a part of this argument kind of statement.
It is.
Ultimate-
It really is.
ultimate
People
fist
fight
right.
each other so much about this shit that like
But-
it's understandable that people don't even want to take part of the whole thing.
Blame them. But
I've-
in the end of
I
it, I
understand
believe
that.
some things are real, some things are.
I don't
not.
know. There's a lot of different aspects, or not aspects, but like I don't know. There's
Aspects.
like levels to religion. Like there's levels to religion where someone will say like, oh yeah, I got raped as a child, and they're like, oh well, that's God, that's God's plan kind of deal. Like
Man.
what the fuck are you talking about? Like
Yeah. God let me get raped because he loves me. Yeah, bullshit.
and they will like vehemently like just kind of like stand beside that and be like, that's what God intended to happen. Like they're so like far up their ass that like they think that that's really what God wanted.
Okay,
Your
okay, but
punishment.
look at it this way. What's the
What?
alternative?
Believing
Not
in
getting
yourself.
raped?
Not believing in God.
The alternative is them having to face the fact that they went through something horrible and
Oh yeah,
and
you're-
have them realize that it was for no reason.
Hold on. Here's another one. Option 3, suicide.
Yeah, like that would lead eventually to suicide because they would
Listen,
feel
I
helpless.
tried pressing K on my keyboard plenty of times. Never got
It's
it.
religion in general helps people both understand the world and cope
accept
with a
it.
lot of things.
Yeah, they're literally
Because
smoking copium.
it's but that copium comes from a place because we humans in general, unless you're a psychopath, a genuine psychopath with no emotions or empathy, we are social beings. I know that people say this shit a lot, like it doesn't mean anything anymore, but it's we have an instinct to try to reach out to other people and collaborate with them. This instinct is so ingrained and so like strong. It's in our DNA, like so bad that we detect that as a pattern in everything. We
Everything's
tend
a
to
pattern, yeah.
personify every single thing that we know. Like, what's that like internal rule? Like, there's Rule 34, and there's the other one where you just everything, where people are drawing planes with titties and pussies and shit.
Oh God.
Yeah, what's that?
That's
That's
just
like
called
also
that is
relevant.
Rule
That's just called
34.
that's just called terminally online.
Terminally, yeah, no, that's like that's like rule of the internet, like Rule 34 maybe.
Yeah,
Like, I
Rule
don't know.
34 is if
It's
it
just like
exists, there is porn of it.
Absolutely.
yeah, like any concept that you can think of, there is porn. Like
But do you
porn
think-
is just
do you
like
think-
the
Do you think it's become to the point? Well, it probably has been for many, 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 many years. But it's pretty much like
yeah.
religion is pretty much a cult.
I was gonna
Well,
ask
okay,
you
it
that,
becomes a
Fox.
cult because of
I was gonna ask you that you made the correlation that people often turn towards a religion to kind of explain things in their life that might have
yes,
happened for a
through
reason. But
personification. Yes.
I also question then, is it somewhat of a mental issue at that point then, since some people will also develop other tendencies such as anxiety or depression or other
Yes.
symptoms?
Yeah, my
I feel
opinion
like-
is that would only lead to more problems.
Right.
I feel like
Yes.
they kind of stray from reality once they get really deep into it.
But
They
yeah,
kind of
okay.
they kind of don't think rationally.
I agree.
Yeah. There is something that happens. Like, have any of you watched the movie Life of Pi?
Yep.
Okay, spoilers for Life of Pi. Like, fucking put a big warning, like with a big, like, stupid sign. I don't know.
Fuck them.
Yeah, fuck you. Well, at the end of that movie, he tells the actual story of what happened, and it's the saddest shit like ever. Like everybody kills each other, and like, and one of the guys just eats somebody else. I don't know. And
Oh, special guest
at the
sir,
end,
bruh.
Hello, Zerba.
Special guest
a
of the
special
podcast.
guest. Yeah, I'm telling a whole story
All
here.
right, so what's your thoughts on playing porn?
Oh,
Zerba?
we're doing a podcast, by the way, Zerba. I don't
Oh,
know
yeah.
if you want to be part of it or not, but just letting you know.
Okay.
All right, but continue on.
Mute
Fox.
myself.
Okay, go on.
Okay, like he goes through this horrible experience, and he tells the experience that he had compared to everything else that we saw in the movie. That's like full of magical tigers and like sea creatures and like strange islands and all this fantastical shit. And at the end, he tells the guy he's telling the story to, like, which one do you prefer? And he goes like, the one with the tiger, of course. And he goes like, well, so is with God.
Right, so he chooses
And-
the illusion
Yeah.
or delusion rather than
It's the
reality.
same story with the same sad ending because all the same amount of characters died or got irreparably damaged.
Right.
But
Yeah.
one of them is without any color or without any
One's
any flair.
fantastical.
Yeah, one is told through the medium of fantastical things and pretty colors and special effects that went unpaid and made the studio that made those special effects go bankrupt. But that's another story. The end. I mean, so is for people. They much rather have something that's more fun. They like the way that sounds, so they prefer that story.
I guess it really is like going down to a point of, is it better to have some kind of, I don't know, I guess, theatrics to life, life in general. Like, it's kind of like love itself.
Mm.
A lot of people just want to believe that there is a concept as love when it could just be chemicals in our brains and,
Yeah, of course.
yeah.
But
no
like,
one wants the
okay,
scientific stuff. It's,
here's the
people want a
thing,
little bit of enjoyment to life,
I'd like to
He-
believe love exists.
Here's the thing with the message of the movie and like the idea of religion in general is, um, the final message of the movie both depressed me and made me happier with the kind of philosophy I have now, because that doesn't mean if you want life to be good, choose religion. It means that you can just paint life however you want. You can change the story or not, or just tell it how it is. The life doesn't need gods to be magical. Doesn't need anything else but what's already there.
That is true, but it also leads into, is that the correct choice? You know, there
There
is.
isn't a correct way.
Oh yeah, of
I mean,
course not.
not for me at least.
But you know, it's like, are people
There,
going
okay,
to
but
fight over
I
a
do
piece
agree
of?
with it. Yes.
Are people going to fight over a piece of land for thousands of years because they believe some man told them that only a certain type of people were allowed to have that land? Are they going to
That sounds
kill each
familiar.
other for
Hmm.
years upon years? Just the
Sounds like excuses to me.
It
sounds like
does.
excuses to me as well. Sounds like
I thought
Yeah,
about
sounds like
this.
it.
The final boss, a religious autistic person.
Oh my, yeah. Isn't that just
No!
this
I know
man
what
literally
you
just wants. This man literally is like, we're getting into something deep. Let's go back to autism. Come on.
No,
Sorry.
no.
Go on.
Even worse, an autistic religious politician.
Oh, and wait, there's plenty of those already.
Exactly.
I just feel
Awful.
like civilization could have advanced quite a bit without religion. Like, I know I ain't gonna be too crazy and be like,
I
who
don't think
fucking
so.
needs religion? It didn't do nothing for
Yeah,
us.
I don't think so. I think religion actually moved civilization forward at some point.
At some
think-
point, but at this point, I feel like it is really just kind of it's like a fucking weighted anchor, and it's got its hooks in society. You know,
I
it's
mean,
like,
I guess
what's that? You want to do some stem cell research? You know, those are dead babies. God doesn't like dead babies. Come on. You know, it's like,
I
dude,
feel
come
like
on, let me go.
maybe in the before times it was more of a will to live. You know, like you had religion on your side, like you had
Yeah,
something to fight for. But now it's
about
more
the-
like a shilling process.
when you're only living to 30, right, and you have the fear of being fucking conquered by a different, country and having your whole head sliced off, maybe your family's gonna starve. Of course, you're gonna want to choose the fantastical point of,
Yeah.
religion to try and save you and all that. But
Yeah.
nowadays with how, you know, I wouldn't really call it easy. There's still struggle in the world, of course, but
Mhm.
it's almost as if we have the opportunity to move forward in a much better way, but religion is kind of like still sinking its teeth in to say, hey, nah, we ain't going that fast, baby. Come on.
But
Why-
Come on, baby. We gotta
what about
dunk your little head in first.
What about my porn bots? I need my porn bots
need my
on Twitter that
porn.
like every single like post I make.
Listen, God
I
will
feel like
save
religion
God
is-
will save you from the porn bots.
Religion is
It would-
religion has just become a
For your Halloween?
manipulation tactic now.
Oh, it always has been.
But like
Yeah.
even worse.
It used to be a manipulation for
Constantly.
good, though. Is the thing is that it would be like, well, gotta
Oh,
make these
yes.
people believe in something, to make it where they're not fucking depressed. But now it's very much.
And how the motherfuckers expect you to go to church and then give them money.
Yeah.
They don't even pay taxes, them fucking people.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna go into it, but
Oh, Justy,
Yeah, what's
you were
up?
talking about dead babies before. What's your thoughts on abortion?
I think it's fine.
oh, it's great.
I think
It's
it's
great.
fine.
Yeah.
Fun.
Here's the thing.
You know what?
I'm a fucking realist. Okay, I like.
Oh boy.
Oh no. Okay. Listen, I'm just gonna say that it's very much, we live in a world where shit happens. I'm
Yeah.
nihilistic. Okay, we're all gonna die one day, right?
Yeah.
And
You don't know that.
especially if someone's in the fucking poverty and they pop out another kid, that is probably gonna live a shitty life,
Abuse the system.
just fucking end it from the start.
Yeah, just kill that autistic baby. Don't let it live.
I'm just saying it's.
Jesus.
I'm not saying like, well, I just slept with someone. Time to go get an abortion. I think
Alright.
everyone should use protection and to stop that if they don't want that. But if it's a case of rape, if it's a case of like an underage child getting pregnant, from some kind of rape like that,
the mother will die if she gives
a
birth to
mother
the
will
child,
die,
or the child will also potentially die as well on top.
or that
Yeah.
person is in poverty and there's no real hope of getting out of it, It's
Yeah,
here's the thing, okay? I'll end it with this: is that adoption is always an option,
it
right?
is.
But a lot of people don't choose that now, do they?
No, that was what I was going to mention next as well, was adoption.
Yeah, I don't think people should be shunned for it or that it should be stopped. I think it's a good tool, but the thing about
is,
tools
it's-
is that you can use it for anything, and how much you use it or how you use it is what matters.
Justy, I have a scenario question for you.
Sure thing. What's up?
All right, so you're you, right?
I'm me,
And say you weren't terminally online. You had a girlfriend,
right?
and you guys loved each other like really a lot, very much.
Okay.
Like to the point where marriage and everything was in consideration, everything like that, right?
Right.
And she got pregnant,
Okay.
and with today's technology, they could find out, oh, this child, you know,
I already know where you're going.
is
Ben,
autistic.
Ben, are you projecting right now?
I would,
No. Not,
The doctor
not
goes
yet.
like, Jesse,
The question is,
your
the
child's
question
gonna be
is,
watching Minecraft videos all day.
the question is,
Yeah,
the question
he's
is.
being
Yeah.
on a leash.
So they're like, yeah, this child is gonna be mentally deficient. What would your thoughts be?
okay. First off,
Would you say yeet? And what if the woman that you're with is like, no, I want to keep it, and you're like, I really don't want an autistic child.
okay,
I
first
really don't want an autistic child. Please, God, no.
What the fuck?
first off, two things. First is that all that autism must have came from her side because I don't have autism, neither does
Okay,
any
well,
of my
that's-
family.
I wasn't even going there, but okay.
I'm
And
not
second
stupid,
off,
you're stupid.
how bad is the severity of it? Can they give me a percentage? Is it like, oh, this child's gonna
Down
want to
syndrome.
eat chicken nuggets for dinner, lunch, and breakfast all of its life, or is it like it's fucking wheelchair bound and it will bite your fucking ankles if you don't watch yourself?
That's
Like
the wild card. I don't know if they have that
like that
technology.
gigantic.
I'm gonna imagine if they don't have the wild, it's a wild card. So it could either be he's a Shinlar
Fuck
and
that.
he's
Nope.
like he has
Nope.
Asperger's,
Nope.
or
If I can't like decide, then it's over. I say
okay,
abort.
but you don't make that decision, right?
Okay, push
You
her down the
raise it
stairs.
down
I don't
to
care.
No,
You say
no,
that you
you
want to
have to-
choose what kind of autistic like you want your
Yeah,
child to
I
be?
don't listen. There's a severity
This is
to
not a
it.
fucking game. Like you don't
It's
know
not.
what's gonna
It is
happen.
It's not a
now.
fucking game. I'm not fucking dealing with this for. Have you ever? I'm just saying. Let me bring it up real quick. Have you ever seen a fucking autistic parent? They look like they want to die. They look like they don't have a good life. They want to fucking die because they realize they popped out something that they're gonna have to take care of for the rest of their fucking life. And then who even
Oh,
knows
man.
what's gonna happen to that person once they're dead? Or is that person gonna have a caretaker and all that? That's the issue. I don't want to be one of those. It's not a selfish reason. Kind of.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
like putting
I've seen
your
parents like that. And
disabled
they're really happy.
grandmother or grandfather in a nursing home.
Yeah, it's I don't know.
You just don't want to deal with them.
It's consideration of both me and the child's life.
So you would go to every length to not have this child, or to make sure this child does not get born.
If
Alright.
the mother wants to keep it, if my girlfriend wants to keep it, then that's her decision.
You could say she
But
could say she's your girlfriend. You don't have to say you're married to
Okay,
her. 'Cause
she's-
you don't have any assets anyway to lose.
Yeah, I would say you
Wow.
can go
And the
ahead.
divorce.
You can go ahead and fucking keep it. I will not have any participation in raising this kid unless it is not autistic to a severity
go-
degree.
You're gonna go buy him milk.
Alright.
and-
There's like a stipulation, like in a contract. It's like if the child is not terminally online, he could stay.
If it's
You know
not
what?
true, okay, no,
No,
you
no,
can't,
no,
you
no,
can't say that. It would be hypocritical, okay?
The moment the child comes out, just get him a PS4 or whatever and give him Fortnite. There you go.
I'm just saying,
Yeah,
I don't mind the type that's like, oh, I'm autistic on Discord. Let me go ahead and
It's
tell
like
everybody. I don't
you have
mind.
to have like a trial period with the child. You have to give it a
Yeah.
few years.
Give it a few
And it's like if
years.
he's not like audible after like a couple years, you're like, all right, I don't know if I can do this anymore.
I just
Damn, I didn't do that.
I'm talking like big severity though. I'm talking like, have you ever heard the stories of like teachers who teach special ed and they get beaten the fuck up and like
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been trying to bring up like the video
yeah,
of the gigantic autistic kid like with a red shirt that's like manhandling the shit out of his own mom.
yeah,
And she had to
exactly.
just smile and like fucking pretend nothing was happening. It's like it was like a
Yeah.
TikTok, like with like if your kid gets like this, don't panic, don't fucking panic, don't show them fear, or else I
Exactly.
will kill you.
Here's the thing, right? We're going down two different paths in the future, okay? We got alpha generation that want to fucking like kill everyone and kill everything in sight, right? Or at least
I mean,
that's what the
yeah, we
majority.
made the world fucking shit for them.
Yeah,
It's like, what else
exactly.
do you expect?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying though, is that
It's
they
not
are
our
like
fault.
that because of how bad the
Yes,
world
it
is.
is.
It is partially our fault, but also the older
not my fault.
generations. No,
It's your fault,
see, that's the
baby. You
thing. That's
caused
that's
that.
how we get boomers, though. And when you say something
Yeah.
like that, is that
Yeah,
I guess,
exactly.
Not my
I guess
problem.
technically, right.
Not my problem.
It's
it's
yours.
not my
You
problem?
the
And that's
kid.
what I was mentioning earlier when I was saying the future generation. They're gonna probably be saying the same thing to us, like, "Oh, you had good fucking." What, you only had to get an apartment with 2 jobs? I have to work 5, plus I have to have a Neuralink in my brain in order to afford a fucking
Oh
little.
yeah, fucking Neuralink is a thing now. Oh,
Yeah.
I was just thinking about
shit.
like the brain rot internet that they have now that they're feeding like these children the fucking
All I'm
just
saying
the
is,
Coco Melon, TikTok, whatever garbage that iPad
We are
kids
our Cocomelon.
listen,
like. You get born with an iPad and you just start watching the worst slop ever.
listen,
I
okay?
was born with a TV.
You can either
You-
have the safe path of having a school shooter child that wants to kill everyone,
The safe.
or you can have the wild card and have the autistic like giant that can fucking kill you at any moment. Which one do
Alright,
you want
if
to
you-
I
go
love how
with?
you say that.
Alright,
Like the
hold on.
safest
I
one.
got
is the one that's gonna
I got a good
shoot
answer.
everybody.
Technically, if you have the school shooter child, he might eliminate some autistic people.
He might take. He's gonna.
I'm
take
just
himself
saying.
with
You
him.
see, silver linings, people.
I'm
Oh,
just
there you
saying.
Silver lining. He'll take himself out in the end.
It's all about if you're gonna take the sacrifice of society, or will society take the sacrifice of you.
That's not fucking terrible. I'm trying to be civil here. It's like trying to do the like be the optimistic guy in here. But all you're talking about is like, yeah, maybe we'll keep some autistic kid. Like the world would be better. Like Jesus, man.
I mean, I'm speaking
just a
in
shock jock.
hyperbole.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I hope so.
So Ben, would you raise
I-
it if it was Down syndrome then?
Down
Ooh,
syndrome's
that-
fine. Down
Yeah,
syndrome's
that's
think
perfectly
what do you mean?
fine.
Down syndrome people are fucking awesome.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah.
They're great. They just want to be seen as normal. I'm okay with
Down
them.
syndrome, I've heard this. Okay, let me ask if you guys consider it as well. Down syndrome is like a dog, and autistic is like cat.
Oh, that's what you're.
Yeah, I've heard that. They're like, oh, Down syndrome people are just happy to be
Like a
around. They just
dog?
want, yeah, like
Yeah,
a dog personality, you know.
they're the golden retrievers of humans.
Yeah, they just want to have a good time. They're
They're the
happy to be
golden
around
retrievers
people.
of humans
You know
that
what?
look like
You know what?
skulls.
You said that so perfectly because at my job, there's like this, lady, like her, and there was a Down syndrome child, but she was like an older person, not older, but like maybe a little bit younger than me, and like her mom was there, and you could tell she was Down syndrome just looking at her, but like, like they were pretty much, you could tell she was fucking not all the way there, but she was like pretty much all the way there, but she was Down syndrome, but like, her mom was like, like a dog.
Yep.
Like, yeah, like,
Oh,
she was
God.
a dog.
Look at that.
There was like 3 statements at the same time that just crisscross each other
Yeah, my brain kind of got
into a
confused there.
mess. Yeah, like I did
pretty-
psychological
She's
damage.
older, but she's like younger than me.
No,
talking about?
like I had the words, but the words really don't correlate.
Your
Well, you don't-
autism showing,
Or you
Ben.
don't drink.
Or
Anyway, I think you were trying to say that she was perfectly fine.
like her mom was pretty much like her caretaker. You could tell,
But
like 'cause
yes,
she kind of like autism, like not autism, Down syndrome tendencies, and she had that Down syndrome eyes. But like
Down
you
syndrome
can kind of
eyes.
like you could talk to them like a normal person. Like if you're if they're autistic, sometimes you
Yeah.
have trouble talking to autistic people and getting like a fucking regular answer.
Down syndrome's caused predominantly by alcohol consumption during child labor or
All right.
whatever, right?
Time to start drinking.
Yeah,
I could have been that.
this
Trying
is
to make a
not
bunch of downies.
I'd rather have
Um,
that.
Yeah, it could be several things actually. There's more than one type of
Yeah,
Down
I know it's
syndrome.
multiple.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
the most predominant, I believe, is alcohol consumption.
You
Is
know
it?
what? A lot of people. I've never heard anyone making fun of Down syndrome people in years.
Yeah,
I
that
remember,
stopped
like
being a thing.
for a while, it used to be a thing a long time ago, and then it became the autism people.
Yeah.
It's because
They
autism
latched
people
on.
became controversial because they're every.
Stupid and fucking annoying.
It's like the loud part of a fucking community. Like
A certain race.
I'm just saying.
You said that, not me.
I said that.
You said that.
I did.
Meow.
You know,
You
we
know,
talked about the Neuralink before. What do you
Oh, yeah,
think about
Neuralink.
that, actually?
on that topic.
I hate it.
Oh man,
I think it's
Neuralink.
stupid. I can't
mean,
wait to packet bomb someone with 200 terabytes to their,
Yeah,
straight
fucking
to their
zip bomb.
brain.
As someone
Fucking 5 petabyte.
I
zip
imagine it
bomb.
wouldn't have a Wi-Fi chip in it, but if it did,
Watch
that'll
them
be just
lag as
fucked
they
up.
try to move.
as a kid, I always loved the thought of technology, how, we might advance as a civilization through it, but, it makes me very sad to see it, because it's like, this is probably like, it's like a fucking Black Mirror episode, if you think about it.
All you got
like,
was fucking furries and terminally autistic.
you're gonna
people.
have, like, fucking ads all over your fucking eyeballs that you can't
Yeah, I wonder-
click unless you have
well,
a
I wanted my
thing is,
subscription.
cyberpunk dystopia to be fucking
There-
neon lights and cool bikes.
There'll
not
be
this-
there'll be
this
an ad
fucking shit.
block. There'll be an ad block app for,
Yeah, for Neuralink.
No,
Fucking
no,
ad block.
Google-
You gotta
Google's
update
already
every
going
3
against
days
that,
because
man.
YouTube keeps doing the fucking anti-ad block on your brain.
Man, I
Exactly.
can't wait to see the hot, sexy, naked moms 50 miles away from you pop up in my eyeballs.
It's like the
Hot
Apple.
singles in
The
your
app,
ear.
it'll be like the Apple Pro Vision, whatever that new shit is, but like just
Yeah, that one
implanted into your eyes.
Yeah,
Oh, Futurama did that actually with the whole eyeball
it
thing.
did.
it did.
Yeah, it was the eyeball, and it was also the fucking dreams have ads in them as
Yeah.
well.
I'm just saying, you go
Now,
watch
that'd be
a
fucking terrifying.
you watch a fucking Black Mirror episode, and it's just like that.
Yeah. Have you seen the one with there's a parody of Hideo Kojima making a scary game?
Oh yeah,
The guy
and
gets
Oh,
stuck in the
yeah.
game.
the
Yeah,
twist-
sure. That
Yeah.
fucked me up, man. That actually fucked me up.
it's
It's like
good though.
existential fear of being trapped in a never-ending nightmare.
Yeah.
I mean, I sort of had that because way
'Cause
back
you live
on,
in
up
Chile.
until I was like
You live in
23, I think. I always had sleep paralysis like almost all my life up until I was 23, and then it
Trapped in
just
a-
stopped because I started doing things.
Trapped in a never-ending nightmare. Wouldn't that just be Silent Hill, though?
Yes. Or
Yeah.
PT, which is
Or
Hideo Kojima,
yes,
which is
should have
exactly-
come out. I'm
it
so
should've-
mad.
I mean,
what
it
happened.
wasn't really a game.
No,
So,
it wasn't. It
there
was
was nothing
like
more than that, like
just
vertical
walking.
slice. If you wanna play PT, just play Death Stranding. That
And
is
here's the
what
sad
that
thing,
ended
Just
up being.
play Ape Escape.
You can't
Yeah,
get
play the true
you can't
PT.
get PT anyways anymore because it got removed by Sony.
Well, I mean, you can hack your PS5 and just
I mean, yeah, but if you have an
do,
original
backup.
copy, that thing was worth a lot of money.
Not anymore because people can just back up a copy and just play it on their PS5.
I don't know. Or if you're on
It's
PC.
great.
Wow, emulation. Too bad we don't have one
Yeah.
for PS4 yet.
Video games are for losers.
I agree.
Yeah.
When you stream
Being a
again,
loser is
Justy?
fun.
Imagine like streaming twice a day, 2 hours each stream. That'd be
Yeah, what do you think
crazy.
he says?
But here's
Yeah.
the thing, right? Is
Like
that
Billy Hatcher?
truly for the sake
Huh?
of me playing the video game, or is it because I know that's the
Are
only
you
thing
gonna
that
say you
attracts
play it for
people?
us?
I'm just saying,
Bullshit.
right? You know all those fucking dumb TikTokers and all those short YouTubers and all that. You always look.
Mm.
Maybe you guys aren't the kind, but I know there's a lot of people that are like, "Oh, these fucking people are idiots. Look at them," right? And they just they churn out the slop, right? You gotta think those people probably don't even believe in what they're making, right? They're just doing it
Don't you-
because it sells, baby. You know,
Yeah,
Don't
exactly.
you use
No,
TikTok
it's like
and
Joe
YouTube Shorts, though?
Rogan or fucking.
they're just they're all fake.
It's just You gotta listen. Like it's like the fucking podcast people who are like, listen, I think that 9/11 was an inside job. People want to listen to that. They don't want to listen to, well,
Well, you
considering
have
the
me
aspects
enticed.
of 9/11, I don't think it was an inside job.
How to
We have
find nuance in
scientific
that?
proof here. It's like what Fox was saying before. It is the fantastical, theatrical side of life that people want to enjoy. It may be slop, it may not be real,
They,
but it's
I
entertaining.
mean, in the most pretentious way that I can explain it, or just say it, they latch onto a hyper reality because it's more engaging.
Yeah.
It's way easier to attract people with things that will make them mad than with things that will make them happy.
Yeah.
That's just a proven fact. So people tend to think less when they're angry and when they're really really happy. But it makes people pay more attention to make them angry.
You people
Especially
think. I don't
Anger
think at all.
fuels the world at this point.
Like all the-
No, I wouldn't say that.
Just
Yeah,
like
but
all the previous podcast episodes, they're famous, like autism and talking about incels. People want to tune into what those spicy little topics are about because
Okay,
they know
fuck
it's
it.
gonna be
Let's talk about
something.
insults then,
what about
baby.
incels?
I think incels are
Alright.
cool. They're epic.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Women
I
need to
think-
die.
Women need to die. No.
Stop.
Then you have to kill your girlfriend.
This man's throwing out his catchphrases.
I hate women. No,
I'd like a famous just a
No.
catchphrase. I hate women.
women.
Oh,
as soon
you
as
guys, you guys
catchphrases, I
have to
hate
wait
this
until
thing.
I start editing the new Justy compilation. This dude has said he says some crazy stuff.
What you know? Where can
It's
people
gonna
watch
be
it?
cancellation 2024.
Oh yeah.
No one cares.
Also,
Wow.
I can't really
You
be
said it.
with incels considering I'm in a relationship.
What?
I mean, you can be an incel and still in a relationship. That's
Oh,
what we
yeah,
call
absolutely.
boomers.
But I don't hate women.
Oh my god.
Remember, boomers? They're like, I'd rather go fishing than be with my wife because at least the fish
Yeah.
bite.
I hate my wife.
I hate
my life.
my wife.
I hate my
Oh.
wife. I hate
I mean,
life.
You have to like go more on a smaller, not smaller scale, on a more smaller brain scale, and talk about like the Discord incels or the other Reddit incels.
Wow.
At that point, just talk about simps.
Let's talk about Sims.
You
We haven't
saying-
talked about them on the podcast.
Oh, Sims. Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
simps. I
that
think
would
they're
that be the other
disgusting.
side of the spectrum then?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it would.
Woman haters versus woman lovers. And not
I mean,
just
Women
they don't necessarily
obsessors?
love women.
No,
They're more obsessed.
Well,
with
woman
them.
obsessors.
They're obsessed with they're infatuated with the idea of a woman.
I think it's sad.
They
That's like-
all
It is.
want the woman to bounce on their PP or have validation from them.
Neither of them really want to engage with a woman. They just want to fuck.
Yep.
It's
Or they want validation.
just
I mean, I can give validation without the sex.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
I
if
feel
you're
like
fucking handsome.
Sims eventually turn into incels.
Oh my god, she read off
Oh.
my name. She read off my name from the donation I sent her. She loves me. No.
That's so weird. I used to hate like really happy when my favorite art streamers would like engage with me and just read
Simp.
whatever the fuck stupid shit. Hey, maybe I don't know. I did simp for quite a few artists, but then I realized that there were people, and then I chilled the fuck down.
I don't think I've ever
Put the fuck
simped.
down. Simps are.
Yeah,
I don't know. Well,
I don't
that's
know, how
the
do you
thing.
say
You
it?
can't self-diagnose yourself like that either.
No, you
Shinlar, 'cause
can't. But I just appreciate their art form. That's
The what?
about it. Their art form.
when the simps.
Who's
No,
this?
like the women that are producing or the men or whatever. I just like the art form that they do.
The art
Are
form.
you-
Like
you
behind it
appreciate
all,
the
they're
art
just a person.
Yeah.
All right, I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah, I get
use
it.
the restroom. I'll be right back.
No one
You're
cares.
No one
very
cares.
aggressively
Die.
saying that
Drown
you're
in
not
the
a simp.
toilet right now.
Oh damn.
I think that. I don't know. Okay.
Okay.
You know,
We
the
thought I was
fastest
gonna go
way
somewhere with that.
the fastest way to gain some empathy from, or like to put yourself in the shoes of all the people that you look up to, and like stop looking at them like icons, is to literally step into their shoes, like try to do their thing.
Yeah.
I don't think it necessarily has to work. It's just the
Effort.
amount of things, the effort that you have to put in. Now, actually, like in the middle of saying that, I just remembered of all the people that are bitter. That's like they go like, "This only works for you because you're a woman, and women get views no matter what." It's like, nah.
That's an
I
incel.
think there's some
plenty
amount of
of-
validity to that, but not to the extreme amount
Yeah.
that they're thinking. I don't think
It's not a guarantee. It's
Yeah.
never a guarantee.
No,
Yeah.
it's not.
You can look at like
And
Crash in the Discord, the
it's
Hagrids.
if they do, it's not the kind of attention that they want. And it's not the kind of attention that this angry insults would like themselves.
Yeah.
They don't want to, like, they can't even imagine what it would be like to be objectified.
Yeah,
You're a
they'll
woman.
never understand it. It's
Yeah.
to them, it's like the holy grail of attention. It's like, oh, finally someone's giving me that attention, but it's not real. It's almost like the fucking plastic cheese you buy at the store. It's fake.
Fucking cheddar.
Yeah.
But what
fucking-
about the simps that convert to incels? Actually, the ones where they'll
They
like
convert-
donate.
They get
The
baptized.
convert- They'll donate money and the person won't even read off their name when it pops up, so they just refund the money back.
I feel like
Oh, they
that's
refund the money. Wow.
What I-
partially me. Like
What I miss?
to
What?
like a tiny
Talking
degree.
about tumors now.
But I think it instead of like simp to incel, it's more of like infatuation. It's like when I see some new artist that I really like, I'm like, oh, they're really cool, and I want to connect with them and be like, oh, we can be like cool friends, right? Because you got that feeling in your brain, you got that like emotion in your
Yeah.
brain that's like, oh, I love this person so much, even though we just met, right? But then like eventually, because they don't feel the same way, right? It's
yeah.
they
Like,
don't
I
have
fucking
that
hate you.
they don't have that same outlook towards you. So when
What?
you don't get
Mhm.
the attention that you want from them, it starts to turn into like, why don't they care about me? But
Yeah.
Yeah, like
eventually
Justy.
eventually
When
it
I
like
first-
mellows out.
Yeah, but like when I first joined you, I was like, wow, this guy's great.
Yeah.
He streams. Oh, I get to know him. And now I'm just like, well, fuck you. Kill yourself.
Yeah, I'm
I
like,
just thought you
You
were
what?
black.
Yeah, all right. Shit.
I just
Oh,
thought you were some
I'm
black
black.
guy.
yeah, 2 people thought I was black.
Yeah, it's hard.
I-
Video game donkey, right?
Hey, you walking here, spaghetti. Listen,
Yeah, that's a classic video game donkey catchphrase.
listen.
Oh, so that's where you stole it from.
I feel like we can have a semi debate,
Hmm?
at least
About what?
between me and Fox.
Or
Obsession,
use
obsession over things.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, Fox obsesses over his
Obsessive
own art.
personality.
I think
Oh my god.
Detail.
because
Sometimes I like it a lot.
I'm very much if you like anything, then you're weird and you're awkward. It's very much like I feel like I'm very anti-passion. Like you can have love for something and like it, but to have such an obsession with it is just disgusting looking. Whereas I feel like Fox
say-
would be on the opposite end, where it is
Yeah.
like if you have passion for something, you should show it however much you wish.
Yeah. There's
Well, I
a
wouldn't
difference
go to that
between
extreme.
addiction and passion.
The very
Very slim,
very
but
thin
it's there.
line, yeah. Very thin line between an addiction and an obsession.
Yeah.
Obsessions can be damaging as
No, I
well.
said passion.
Oh
Passion?
yeah. Okay, passion. Okay, if it's just passion, then it doesn't reach the levels of addiction, because you can't live without it. It's just
Yes.
that a passion makes your life better, and addiction makes your life worse because you can't live. It makes your entire outlook in life, your mental health, your physical health, sometimes worse when you don't have it.
Yeah.
It's a complete dependence on that one thing, like gambling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what
That,
passion is just a thing you do to make
That-
your life better.
that's why I don't like obsession. Is because I view it as it's I don't know, it's something good that someone likes, right? But it's also a chain almost. It's like they can't look past that because they don't want to open up to something different because they are so obsessed with what they are liking.
Yeah.
That's the only
Yeah, I
thing I
don't-
don't
it's-
like about
I
it.
don't describe that as as passion, really.
Do you think it's more or less of just someone, just referencing the same thing over and over again? They don't shut the fuck up about it, and it gets to the point where it's just
Okay,
annoying at this
Listen, I
point.
was gonna say I think I've been fucking poisoned by the autistic people in that aspect. I think that's the whole reason why I'm like, if you like anything, shut the fuck up. Okay, move on already. It's because I hear
Yeah,
people just
that's
talk
what I
about
was
Tired of
thinking.
obsessive
It's getting
personalities.
to the point where like you think, oh, like someone likes something so much, oh, like I really like this game, so I talk about it a lot, and now it's to the point where it's
Yeah.
like you're just hearing that same thing over and over again, and you're just fucking. It's autistic at this point because you're not stopping. It's like going in a circle. It's like, oh, I can relate to that with something that I like. Oh, you know what that
what's
is?
the
That's
thing?
something that I like, and it's the
You know what's
same
the
fucking thing. Sorry, go on.
same thing? Yeah, to your point. Like, you know what really, like, what kind of obsessive people really upset me
Yeah.
is MMO players. I really
Oh,
don't get them.
absolutely.
They make me upset. They are truly really wasting their time on purpose just because it feels like they're doing something, and it's not any kind of like mechanical mastery challenge, or at least it would be like learning the systems and knowing how to use them. But most people just coast through the whatever main campaign the MMO has to offer. They absorb, they fucking osmosis the entire content of the game. There's fucking they get upset because they don't keep getting that same dose,
Yeah, the same hit of
the same reward. Yeah, the same hit of dopamine or whatever.
dopamine. I will say though,
And that kind of a session really upsets me. It's like you could be doing anything else. You can just acquiring a new skill.
They should just start
It
doing
feels really great.
drugs. Like
You could be doing drugs too.
I will
don't know,
say
something.
that is the thing with life in general, though, is that everyone will have their own obsession or their own addiction towards anything, and
that means you hate everybody.
it really is that. It's more of like I'll say two things. First off, is that everyone will have their own obsession, their own addiction, their own passion. There is no. It's just a trade-off. If someone's like, well, I'm gonna quit
Really
doing
giving
drugs, they're gonna start going into like art and go crazy with it.
Yeah,
I
if
have
you have
for math.
if you have no passion for anything, your life is literally a nothing burger.
You are nothing.
But I will also say that
It is.
whenever I have anger or hatred towards anything, it's anger at first, or just being upset about something, and then it's just sadness. Like that's how
What
I
are the
feel
5
towards
steps?
like people with obsession or people who have religious beliefs or anything like that.
You kind of feel bad for them.
It's like upsetness at first because it's like, man, what is this? What is this fucking spaghetti? And then eventually I'm like, wait, I can identify this, and I just kind of feel sad.
Oh, what is it?
Why does it make you feel sad?
Well, it's like religious people. I think you were the one who said it, Ben, but it's that they kind of just
They're a lost cause.
they lose touch with any sense of reality, and sure, it's to more than likely block out some kind of aspect of their life that they haven't been able to face, but that's
Yeah.
just sad to me, is that they
They're
can't
kind of just so far deep into it that you can't really pull them out of it. It's just that's how it is.
they can't face it anymore.
Unless they willingly, do it on their own. They have to really do it on their own to snap out of it, or not. I wouldn't say snap out of it, but maybe change their mindset. You can't really. You could say anything you want to, and you could be as
All about-
convincing as you can, but at the end of the day, it's up to them to really.
All about
want to do it.
accountability, just like with autistic people.
Yeah, I will say, like, I'll be speaking to the nothing crowd because I'll be talking about Halavin. I know most of you didn't know him before he was religious, but I did, and
There's cum on his face.
that was a good clue. He was just such a, like, he was very outgoing. He was very like he was a completely different person, and then I think something tragic happened to him. I don't know if it was him having to move during the pandemic or anything like that, but I think something changed inside of him, and it's
There's
something that
definitely something that had to happen, and he was in a state where he
Religion.
was There was, he was in a state where he was like mentally weak,
Yeah.
and
Likely.
he was influenced by it, and it kind of took him over.
Yeah. I can kind of see some aspects of him coming back because last time I was watching him play,
We're back.
yeah, because it's like, he's a very religious person and all
Mhm.
that. But last time I saw him playing Gary's mod, he went in third person mode and he was playing as like a cheeked up fucking tiger woman or something like that, like a tiger lady with a fat fucking ass. And I'm like, what? Hold up, I don't think this was mentioned in the Bible.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. I
you
kind of
really
feel like
first
I
line
kind of
there.
feel like it's sort of like a little like a blanket you put over yourself. I'm religious,
Yeah, I think that's
but
what it is.
like kind of underneath the hood, you're like you're a fucking degenerate.
I will.
Well, it's him trying to fight that makes him turn to religion.
It is about the hour mark. I don't know if you need to go, Fox. I know that you said that.
Hmm?
you said
Oh, it's just that I wanted
He's
to.
trying to tell you to go away.
No,
He's trying to tell you to
no,
go kill yourself.
I know, I know you don't love me. I'm
no.
okay with it.
I just wanted.
No, I was just saying because when before I got in the call, I just was going to go to sleep, but then I saw you all alone in the call, and I was like, "Ah, shit!" It's
Okay.
always a good time when I talk to Jesse.
Oh, I didn't know that's why you were here. I thought you were just hanging out.
Listen, I don't know if anyone else is here like this, but like, if I see someone in a Discord call, it's like I gotta weigh my options first.
You
No,
are
no, same,
when I'm just
same.
hanging out in here.
That's what I do like half the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's plenty of times where you're in the call by yourself, and I'm like, all right, do I want to talk to him or do I just not want to do anything right now? And I'll be sitting there for like 10
You
minutes, just
guys.
kind of looking at voice one, like, all right, I'm just thinking like, do I want to watch YouTube? Do I want to play a game? Do I want
Fuck
to
you guys! Wow.
What?
I'm just
Listen,
saying.
I'm not gonna join a conversation where I'm not gonna bring anything to.
Yeah, I agree with
like
that.
sometimes I'm in low energy mode, so I'm just like, all right, like
Sometimes I'm a
think I
complete
handle
bummer,
this.
and it's like I'm just
Dude,
gonna
like,
make everybody
slap your
sad.
nuts on the table or something. I don't know.
Oh no, I crushed my balls the other day. I was trying to I almost dropped my
Oh.
phone. I was like I was like sitting on my phone because I had to do the webcam for the stupid job thingy. So I was like sitting on my phone and I drop it. It goes like in between my legs. So I try to catch it by closing my legs together. I fucking crushed my balls so hard. I did catch the phone though.
Got you.
That's
Well, at
good,
least
see?
your balls caught the phone. Yeah.
Got you in the
Yeah,
huevos.
in the huevos.
Huevos.
Stop pronouncing it like a fucking quota.
Huevos.
Sorry,
It's an H.
Justy.
It doesn't make a sound,
Hold on,
motherfucker.
guys, Justy.
Yeah.
What do you put your head on when you go to sleep?
Stop.
His balls.
Say it.
Stop.
Say it. Say it.
A pillow.
A what?
Hello?
It's a pillow.
A pillow?
Like Sir Pillow?
Hello.
It's a pillow.
Why is it?
You say it like you're saying Sir Palo.
Say, yeah, like hair in Spanish.
Why-
It's not just me. It's not just me.
Listen, okay, you go to the fridge, right? Okay, you have water in there, you have juice in there,
Yeah.
right? But you also have something in a white container, and it comes from a cow. What's it called?
It's called
Milk.
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 It's not
Milk?
milk.
Milk.
It's milk.
Milk.
It's milk.
But then again, I did
It's
like
milk.
Your tits are
just-
showing, man.
Milk, man.
most of the time, like this happens with like non-native speakers. I just imitate. I absorb the accent of the people around me to the best of my abilities.
Here's the thing.
Bet you pronounce your Z's as Z's.
I used to have
Yeah, it depends on who I'm talking to. Like if it's European people that I'm talking to, like a British people, like majority of British people, I start like doing the accent,
Oh, I know what
God.
that's
which is
like.
a terrible thing to do. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's
no.
French. Kill him.
The problem is I do that at work. I used to do that at work, not anymore. But by accident, I used to do that at work, where I would like,
You learn how to
like for the first few words, I would imitate accent, and then be like,
Bada boom, bada bing, baby.
like stop.
I'm walking in.
I would just be like, oh, you want one? And it would sound like I'm just taking the absolute piss. Just like,
Yeah. Sounds like you're making fun of people. Yeah.
But it's like
That
I would
happens
do it
to me.
for Indian too. Like I would accidentally do
Oh no.
but I wouldn't do it on purpose. Like it was not on purpose at all. But I would accidentally like imitate their accents.
I spent so much time. Well,
Would you like gift card? Would you
Almost.
like gift card?
I spend so much time talking to non-native English speakers with the most Latino accent. Like, who's a bitch from Modern Family? What's her name?
I
Who's
don't
the
know, but
bitch
I
from
think you
Modern
mean
Family?
Latinx. Thank you.
Yeah,
I
okay,
prefer
sorry.
that.
Latings, like fucking bag of chips.
Yeah.
Like like that accent. Like imagine a group of 20 people speaking in that accent for 9 hours straight. That was my evening.
Man, you must have good
And
like
Bro, they
And
speak
now,
in
like,
like bibble
food.
babble language.
absolutely.
The food
And
must be real
now
good,
my
though.
my regular accent it sounds fucking weird to me.
You sound like
I don't
a
know.
regular English speaker.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It sounds weird. Like I'm not used to my own accent now.
Like, you just
Maybe
sound
a new one.
like if I didn't like if you were like a native English speaker and I didn't know, like you would maybe just have like a slight bout of autism or something.
Yeah, probably.
Oh,
I probably
you're
do
not.
anyway.
I get it now. You're saying the Scots are autistic. Okay,
The Scots are autistic, yeah.
I love
Welcome.
your speech impediment.
Yo, Justy, can you do any accents?
Oh, I usually listen. I try and do an Australian
Basic.
one, but I always sound cringe when I do it. I don't know. I hung out
Eh.
with British people a lot when I was a kid, so
Oh.
You still do,
I'll call it.
Charlie.
Listen, I don't like British people. They're so uppity.
He's not British,
They're
he's
so
Welsh,
fucking
alright?
uppity.
Well, Wales is still a part of Britain, is it not?
No, it's its own country.
I love the
Anyways,
Same.
tropes
It's
of-
the same continent.
I love the trope
Same
of giving
continent.
like evil characters a British accent.
Teen
Yeah.
Titans, that one guy who weaponized British.
Oh yeah, let's turn the world.
Oh, you know what? That's what we were thinking of. Weaponized autism.
Oh
Wait,
yeah,
what?
Neuralink.
Yeah,
Full
Neuralink.
circle, baby.
Wait, what?
That
Weaponized
thing, like,
autism.
yeah, okay, like I
I've
need people
lost
to
the
remember this
traffic.
shit because the outlandish claims that motherfucker makes about everything he sells, he never delivers on.
Yeah.
He promised that Neuralink was going to cure autism, depression, and bipolar.
Well, yeah, he's just the
doesn't-
face of the company. He's not the
I was
actual
just-
scientist
And all
behind
he
it.
can actually do is just make fucking beeps and boops whenever you think hard.
You're
I was
thinking
just-
too hard. You're going to have a stroke. Stop thinking now.
I was just talking about autistic people that use it as their advantage, like weaponized autism.
Oh, you mean
like
like
they use like a crutch?
you mean like
or
people-
they,
Yeah.
like an autistic person who rapes a little girl and that's like, I'm autistic, I'm allowed to do this.
Yeah, exactly.
oh no, he will go to jail anyway, like autistic or not.
No,
Smack me
he's
on the wrist.
autistic. Let him go, okay? He didn't know what he
It
was
would
doing.
not be like
He
that.
doesn't think what he's thinking, okay? He's different.
Controversial. They're
He
just
didn't know what he was
changing.
doing, okay? Come on.
He was just Lamaugan.
He was just
He was
little.
doing a funny.
You catch him in the act, it's like, I'm tired, boss.
Boy, boys.
Man.
And then
I
he
didn't do nothing.
fucking spits bees into you, and then he
Listen,
dies.
would you rather have anxiety or depression?
Let's
Oh man, I already have both.
Got him!
That's a lie. That's a
I want
lie.
to pull the hell of an answer and say none.
Or is it? Is
I'm
it a
just
lie?
I'm just kind of hyper now because I had coffee. That's it. I don't have any of those things. Thank you very much.
I feel like you did have depression for a time, though.
Oh my god, yes. For 2 years I had depression.
Mm-hmm.
It was terrible.
Did you have it coming?
Um,
No. No,
I mean,
you
a lot of coming was involved. Yes.
yeah. What was the flavor again? I specifically remember you two talking about a flavor at one point.
Flavor?
Flavor
Of what? Autism?
A condom.
A condom.
Oh, flavor condom. It was like you mean mint?
Is it mint?
That's a
Yeah,
terrible.
bubble
one.
gum.
I think it's just like I think we were just saying that every flavor condom just tastes fucking nasty.
It's all like that's like putting like red 40 dye in your mouth.
Wait,
Yeah,
Ben,
I guess
you-
it-
Hey, Red
you've
940,
tasted-
my favorite.
Ben, you've tasted flavored condoms?
Not to my knowledge.
They have the same
Maybe in his sleep. Maybe in his sleep, though.
Charlie
they have
in
the
his
same
mouth.
chemical for every sex toy. It's like the same thing goes for like edible underwear. They all have the same flavor.
Edible underwear
Both
is
taste like
fucking
shit.
stupid.
Yeah, because it's just sugar.
It is. And it just tears
It's
so damn
sexy.
easily.
So sexy.
Maybe it's an
though.
obese
That's
thing.
sexy.
Just wear lingerie.
Listen, when I
Normal.
want to fuck a woman and just rip her clothes off like an animal.
It's just like, yeah, I'd rather taste like food.
Yeah,
You know,
I'd
a
just rather
fat man
eat
would
the girl,
absolutely
you know?
go out buy edible underwear, and that's what he just eat it.
He just
He
wants
wouldn't
to
have a
eat
woman,
it. Like
he'd
he
just
doesn't
eat
care
it.
about what's underneath. He just wants to eat the underwear.
See, but that's
Yeah.
the thing. I'm speaking to like 3 skinny people. I'm the only fat person, and I can say
I'm
Oh,
not
would you?
that
skinny.
ain't the kid. That ain't the fucking case. Okay, us fat people, we eat the good shit. You know, we don't listen. Okay, I'll
Oh,
admit
okay.
Eat
there are.
chicken and
Hold on.
rice.
Listen. Okay, listen. You didn't let me
I
finish.
weigh
I will
95
admit.
kilos. What the fuck?
Well,
Speaking of
American
American.
speak. What is this? What do you mean kilos?
210 pounds.
but
Okay,
how tall are you?
speaking to the
Fat
300-pound man. Okay, thanks.
As a
Oh.
recovered fat person,
Recovered fat person. How much did you
Yeah.
weigh? How much did
You
you weigh
recovered
then?
from the disease
Oh,
being fat.
200? Oh, another 200, boy. How about 300,
Yeah.
okay? Get up there. Come
Ah,
on.
damn. Fat.
But I'm just saying that
Wow.
the only
A
people who are
YouTuber
buying
that doesn't
that
know how to
fucking...
fake cry, fucking.
Listen.
This.
Just saying.
look, listen, man, listen. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. What were you gonna say?
I was just saying that the only people who are buying that candy underwear shit is like people who want to act like it's sexy. Not even fat people are gonna buy that stuff.
Like they're playing to the
God.
joke.
I'm just saying, like, fat people will go out of their way. They'll just buy the fucking candy in like a better form. We know what
Yeah.
to get. You know? We're not just gonna get fucking candy underwear.
No, yeah, because fat people know how to eat. They know what's good.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait a second. Hold up.
What?
I'm the only virgin here. What the fuck? Wait,
Oh.
Shinlar, you've had the sex, right?
I have had my wee wee stuck in their mouth, but that was about
Yeah.
it.
Oh, okay.
See, I'm
That's
not the only
somebody.
one. Okay. Shinlar, me and you versus Ben and Fox. Okay.
All right,
Oh.
debate battle. Here we
Alright.
go.
How does it
I
feel?
have seen the vagina.
You have seen?
I have witnessed. I have witnessed, and I painted it chrome. I was like, witness!
Painted it oh yeah. Like, what the fuck you mean painted
Man,
it chrome?
did you get your wings?
Witness!
Did you
Fucking
get your wings
painter
though,
fucking
bud?
pussy chrome. The what?
You get your red wings.
Yeah, of course.
Ah, you look like the Joker.
Okay.
Stop, that's gross.
It is gross. Ben?
Oh, you're talking about cunnilingus.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have done my fair share, but never with
You
her
know,
on
where
her
you eat a
period.
girl out while she's
I
on her
did.
period.
I did offer, but she refused.
Said no.
Uh-huh.
I ain't afraid of the Red Sea.
The vampire. You need to.
Yes, he needs his blood.
Oh yeah, I'm. My profile picture is fucking
He's a lesbian vampire.
You're the
The
little
lesbian
sparkle
vampire.
boy.
sparkle
Yeah.
boy. Yeah, I got matching profiles with a friend.
Ben, you've been awfully quiet there.
Dead?
I think he's dead.
Yeah, bring
Let's
your
talk shit
Ben to
about
the
him for
table.
not being a virgin then, I guess.
For not being a virgin, like
Can
that's the
you
new loser
believe-
now. It's like fucking loser.
Hey, what? You fucking don't have your virginity? What? You're not good with God? Kill yourself.
You're not sure? You lost it? We'll go
Oh,
get
now,
it.
What? You did sex
now religion
before?
is a good thing.
Fucking what? Being married? Kill yourself.
You have
Alright,
kids?
alright.
Fucking die.
I went down. I went
There's-
downstairs to the basement and I slammed my head on the door. And I didn't.
No, I get
Oh
that's
my
the euphemism
God.
for you went to go feed your child slaves.
Damn.
Listen, I thought I told you not to say anything about that.
I'm gonna have to edit
Oh.
that out of the podcast. Thanks a lot, fucking ass.
You're welcome.
Ben, how does it feel to have a girlfriend all the way in British lands? Hmm?
That's pretty good.
Are you a virgin?
I also thought I told you not to say anything about that.
Oh man. Ben, let me ask you this. How does it feel knowing that one day you'll have to leave the God-grateful land of America and move to British lands, huh? Is it terrifying
Excuse
or
me,
what?
I think you mean God fearing.
The God-fearing lands of America.
I don't have
Everybody's
to do
afraid of
anything.
God in your country.
I don't have to do anything.
What do you mean? You're not gonna move over there?
Who knows? The mystery.
This man literally is like,
This man's
listen, I've been
mean.
leading this woman on for 3 years. Don't mess with my plan
like,
now.
He's playing chicken. Playing chicken with the girl. It's like, who's gonna move first?
Oh, she
You
can't
can't.
move. Yeah, she's banned from
Man,
America.
she's banned from America because of weed.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Yeah, she brought
For
weed over
weed?
to America.
Or no, wasn't
For
that she
weed,
tried
come
it
on,
over
that's
in
like the
America? Finn?
lamest.
I don't know.
Yeah, and then they checked their phone and like she had messages or something.
Actually, you're gonna have to cut this out, aren't you? Because Ben doesn't want this to get out.
Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
no.
Doesn't
Um,
matter.
I don't- I don't think she'll be watching the
He doesn't
podcast
watch
anyway.
podcast if
No,
it
she
doesn't.
doesn't. Okay.
If it doesn't have her in it, she
You know,
doesn't.
you know,
care.
in the chat.
It'll be the off chance that she does,
Don't take
and
any
then I'll
chances,
just like a
man.
complete dick.
Be
It'll
real
be
funny
like,
if she.
I don't
joined the
remember
chat
that, so
right
it didn't
now, though.
happen.
She'll say it herself anyway.
Bibble babble.
Yeah, well, that's the lamest way of getting banned from a country.
It is, and now
You could have done something else. You could have like just flown a plane. I don't know.
I mean, that
Nah.
saves me money from a plane ticket.
Why don't you just meet in the middle and go in the ocean?
Yeah,
You know
live in the
what?
ocean.
I can't
Like
swim.
Wolverine.
That's the problem.
Wait,
Shit, you don't need to swim. Just
I
get on a
could
boat.
make a really good joke about that.
Go
What?
ahead.
I'm white.
Huh?
I don't know.
Oh, that was like a plane that just flew over your head.
Oh, okay.
It also flew over my head.
Yeah, because it's a plane.
Anyway.
What the fuck?
Virginity
so-
is king. Get it back,
All right,
Fox.
so Justin, throw one of them
I
debate
just
topics
regained my
out.
virginity.
Okay. Oh wait, I want to try an icebreaker first, okay, and then we can do some controversial.
Oh, you really need to break the ice now.
Listen?
We're at that point.
Yeah,
I have this generator thing. It makes one for you.
Oh, gee. Let's
For a
look
free
at it.
icebreaker.
Whatever happened to genuine conversation?
Oh,
What
you
is
don't
your
need
opinion on
those.
genocide? Ooh.
What's one
What?
thing you've been procrastinating on and can't finish?
Oh, my trip review.
Review.
I've been working on the same project for 14 years, and I can't finish. I can't even fucking start it, dude.
I'll ask this for you. You feel like
Yeah.
once you finish it, you might lose purpose?
No, fuck no. I got so many more.
Oh, fucking finish it.
I'm trying.
What?
It's
You
cool.
fucking work a job and have
Yeah.
to like draw in detail? Fucking finish it already,
Yeah.
man.
Plus missions.
Fucking whip
What?
out your
And you have to
arm.
do what? Commissions for people like
Yeah.
almost back to back? Fucking hurry up, man.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, anytime anybody asks me, like, what would you do with $1 billion? So, like, I would hire a studio and I would make all the stupid little projects that I had in my mind. Thank you. And so
Okay.
much porn, dude.
And never be able to finish them either.
No, I would just, they would suck, but I would finish them because I would have other people, working with me. If I'm on my own, I would just easily disregard everything I've done so far. Just
you're gonna make a
when I go
manga.
like, yes, and it's also gonna have like little animated sections at some points.
It's gonna be Captain Underpants. Okay.
I'll flip the page back and forth.
Yeah, Fliporama, I think it was called.
No, fuck that.
The Fox. What would your
Having
studio
people-
be called?
Pages manual. I
Like
don't know, I
Studio
haven't even thought
Ghibli,
of
but
it.
for Fox, what would it
Studio
be?
Ghibli.
Studio Ghibli. It's with a J instead.
All you gotta
Yeah,
call it
the
is
Studio Giblets.
Studio Giblets.
Yeah,
P2 Studios.
P2. No, that's like that's the fucking worst thing is I didn't think that my name. Okay, see, like my name doesn't actually have anything to do with Fox. I've explained this before. It's a gene. It's the gene that controls the fine movements of the mouth that allow people to speak. Actually,
That means-
it's involved in a lot of things of related to communication, and only humans have that.
that
You're
means
talking a bunch of
yapping.
bibble babble right now.
Yeah, well, that's the inspiration. That's what my username means, and also like it had the word fox in it. And I was like, oh, would you look at that? I'm gonna make that my username because it looks cool, and the X makes it look cool.
And you're
But
furry.
yeah, and one, people think I'm a fucking furry, and I'm not. I just think it's a gene. It's a gene. I'm not a furry, I swear. And the other thing is that in
makes sense.
Spanish, my name would be read like FoxP2, which P2 in
P2.
Spanish means fart.
Fox fart. Let me
So
go
you're
to
into
Twitch.
furry and fart, which means you're into inflation.
Furry
porn.
fart fetish, yeah.
Let me just go to
So
Fox's Twitch.
There's no
and
way,
then
no way of getting around it.
a bunch of foxes. His emotes are also a
I'm
fox.
fucked either way.
Furry, okay.
Yeah, I get accused. I'm just fucking trying to live down the allegations of being a furry. No,
Is
I
there
just like
Streaming while I actually have you.
I wanted to make a funny animal, man.
Well,
Was
it's
it-
better
I
than,
think I want to
What's up,
fuck animals.
FoxP2 _plays?
Was there a
It's-
lot
it's-
of
it's better than Justy.
Oh man,
Fair.
no, that's a cool name.
shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, man. Fox. How
Yeah.
many people made fun of your name when the whole music video came out where it was like, what does the fox say? Did everyone be like, haha, what do you say, Fox? Wow.
You know what? The only one that ever made fun of that, like by continuously singing the song at me, was a singular Brazilian boy.
Yeah,
It's always the fucking Brazilian people.
And yeah, and he got bored after half an hour.
18 days.
Oh, let me see.
So
the
I had to suffer half an hour. Somebody got like, "So Foxy."
pathetic
song about
whimper.
going out into the woods and smoking.
What?
What?
Born like taking a fox is going out into the woods and smoking.
Yeah,
I don't like
well,
that.
fucking
That's
country is
fucking.
that?
That's literally. I fucking hate that. Okay, and you need to stop before I fucking ban you. I hate when people do the whole fucking Tumblr knowledge shit. I hate it.
It's
Okay,
not, I'm asking a question.
Oh, you're asking a question. I thought you were pulling that out of your fucking
No.
bottom booty hole. Okay, I hate when people do that in real life and
Wow,
online.
damn, okay.
I just
Because I believe it's
fucking
actually
hate.
British slang.
Hmm?
I'm lost.
What? Oh,
think-
you mean the
If
like
I remember
the
it, I remember reading
original
something
meaning
about
of the
it
song?
being like a British slang.
You can't trust British people.
No,
No, you
it's like
can't.
I think the word like the Elvis song. It's a play on words, but I have no idea because they're Icelandic and
Either
who
way,
fuck
the
knows that
song's
language.
fucking stupid to begin with.
All right, so Bubber's guy.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, more icebreakers.
All right. Yeah, let's go get a controversial topic. That's the only
Damn,
issue.
boy.
Is that
Oh, controversial topic. I love those.
the only issue is that a lot of people here are reasonable. They're willing to see from another person's
So,
aspect.
It
We
all
need-
becomes a circle jerk.
It becomes like,
Mm.
well, I don't really agree too much with you, but I can see your point. You know, it's not.
No, it kind of becomes a circle jerk. We need like woman in here to like be like, well, you know what? I don't agree with you.
Oh, yeah, Charlie.
What the?
She
Are we
doesn't sound like an American white woman. But
are
you know
we
what I mean.
doing
Nah,
all
but-
ages 8 to 10? What's your level of thought?
What do you mean?
Yeah, let's
by
do
that?
yeah.
Like,
8 to
I
10.
want
Let's go for 8 to 10
Okay.
controversial topics.
Okay,
Oh,
8 to 10.
I thought you meant like the age of consent. I'm like, I don't know what you're saying right now.
Can
What
food
is
be
your
art?
thoughts on- Can food be art? I think, well, food porn exists.
I don't think it can, and I don't like people who
I
do it.
don't think it's porn in some
Oh,
I
way
don't
that
even
you.
think
When you-
that's
when you say-
controversial.
When you see food be art, like what? Like when bitches take
Yeah, of
Instagram
course.
pictures of their food.
Like, you know, when you go
Anything
to
can be art.
those, you know, when you go to like a restaurant, a fancy restaurant, it's like we got a 35-course meal, and then they bring out like an egg with a fucking, I don't know, a yolk on top of it, and it's like, oh, doesn't that make you think? Like,
Yeah,
no,
It makes
okay,
me
like,
think like I want to
fucking
fucking
hungry.
kill myself.
yeah.
Here's your food art.
The way I
Jesse.
see it, the way I see it is I see art as expression through technical mastery. You have something that you like to do. People think that about these people that juggle like footballs and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, those people. Some would say they do art,
I disagree.
That's an art form,
which
but it's
is
not art.
yeah. I mean, yeah. Therefore, it makes it art.
Well, see, that's
To
the other
somebody.
thing.
Wait, hold on. Let's break it down. What's the definition of art?
Well, that's what I was
Expression
gonna
through technical
say.
mastery.
There's
Also-
a lot of there's a question on here right underneath the food thing that says how can one define art?
Oh, there you go. That's my
There you go.
definition.
But there's your food art. I posted in voice one for you.
Disgusting.
I mean, yeah, I guess you can call that art.
Oh, that's
also,
not
I forgot.
AI. What the fuck?
Now wait, can I go look at it because I also saw you said here's your plain porn, and I don't want to have to
That's fine,
censor
Yeah.
it's just
something.
JJ
There it is.
jet plane.
Okay, let
Oh
me
my
go
god,
click on it.
JJ the fucking jet plane.
I used to watch that when I was a kid,
Yeah, me too.
and it didn't disturb me. It fascinated me, but at the same time, it's like I knew they were. I didn't have a word for it back then, but now I know they're uncanny.
Eh.
It's
Like they
uncanny.
look
It's
too
something
much
Justy
like
would make
people.
in fucking
Oh
Blender.
god, what was that Swedish TV
They
show where
actually-
they anamorphed the vehicles and whatnot?
Transformers?
No, it was a Swedish TV show. They did this shit, but it was way worse than JJ.
I think I know what you're talking about, and I can't think about
I
what
don't
it
know,
is.
man. Like my only source of
It's just like making something that shouldn't have a face and we'll give it a face.
my only source of
What was it
baby
called?
little Google Gaga shows was like Discovery Kids back then. Back in my day, anybody remembers Discovery Kids? Ah.
Here's an example of that Swedish show. I can't think of the name, but this is from it.
Oh, what the fuck is that?
Eh,
Ah,
I hate it.
what is that? Wait, what does it have realistic teeth? Who the
like
fuck
it.
thought that was a good idea?
I like
Like,
that.
the worst one,
Yeah, of course you
however,
would
was
like that.
this. It was this one that just.
That actually looks like
What?
a fucking like screamer meme.
That looks really cool, but it's I don't know how they thought that was gonna be cool with kids.
I like how it has a
Yeah, it's a
fleshy
kid show.
inside.
Yeah,
Someone needs to Photoshop like the Twin Towers.
I mean I say that, but then again, like Banjo-Kazooie has the same kind of design. There is at least one character that's just that fucking clanker.
Yeah. Got the fleshy
Yeah.
inside, fleshy, rusty inside.
So what are we doing? Controversial
Yeah.
topics?
Well, we were on can food be art, and
I
then
don't consider
we
that
said- we said-
controversial,
I think
to
so,
be
yes.
honest.
we said two things about it, and then we went on to like
Just on a fucking tangent.
JJ the fucking airplane.
All you guys have fucking ADHD.
No,
You do
no,
too.
don't.
You were
I
also
still
part of
topic.
it.
I
I put it on
it
topic.
said. I saw the comment earlier about here's your plain porn, and then it went from there.
Yeah, I answered the thing. I'm the only one that answered.
I know, and then we kind of got on a tangent.
How do you feel about it, Ben?
About what?
What?
I
Hello.
kind of forgot what we were talking
Am
about.
I talking to fucking Schizoville over here? What the fuck?
Food art.
Food art. Can food be art? Ben?
Let me think about it.
Yipsies.
I don't know.
How about
if
you,
it can or
Shinlar?
cannot.
How about you?
I'm on the middle ground with it. I think it can, but at the same time, I don't think it can.
I don't think it can.
I mean,
I'm straight out
it
of the
can
gate.
be like, okay, like if you get served a nice, like a really nice plate that looks like fancy and all put together, and it actually tastes good, and it's kind of something that makes sense, then maybe you can consider it as a form of art in terms of food
Oh,
art.
Yeah, it
Would you
doesn't
consider
need to be
macaroni
the
art art?
It doesn't need to be the chocolate dragon that looks like a penis for an
No,
uncomfortable amount of
Just
time.
something simple and like nicely put together. Sure, that could be an
Yeah.
art. Like, you make a nice dish. That's something you could be proud of. It's something that you could say, like, look, I made this. It's food art.
I disagree.
And then
not-
and then everyone looks at you and says, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
I
I
do not
disagree.
consider macaroni art. That is not art at all.
Here's my issue.
Like if someone said that I
Yep.
made food art, I would tell them to shut the fuck up.
Here's my issue with it, right? Is that the word art is now becoming a BuzzFeed word, and it's being used for everything, and I don't like it.
A
Art.
BuzzFeed, not a
It's
buzzword,
literally
a BuzzFeed word.
Well, you know a BuzzFeed word where it's like,
Yeah.
this is gonna be the death of society, and it's like, shut the fuck up. No, it's not. Right? People keep using art for everything. Some dog
Okay.
takes a fucking nap, and they're like, oh, this is like art. This photography,
This
this
is
picture
art.
I took with my iPhone. It's like
Well, you
art.
know why that happened, right?
Here's the Oxford Language's definition of art: the expression of application of human creative skill and imagination, typically in a visual
Hey.
form such as painting or sculpture, producing works to be appreciated primarily for their beauty or emotional power. The art of the Renaissance. Number 2,
Mhm.
the various branches of creative activity such as painting, music, literature, and dance.
Yeah,
So
it doesn't,
art
it's not limited to
so
those.
is art
Yeah.
just saying something that's creative?
It can be
Yeah, something
anything,
that's
anything you
creative.
want, as long as it's human made or human influence. It's art, baby.
Creative expression, yes.
Would you consider the creatures
But
that God made as art, though?
I would consider you dead.
I consider your desecrated
what?
corpse art.
What did you say?
The
Yeah, I mean,
creatures
it could be.
created in God's image, would you consider them art?
I mean, damn. There's a bunch of things to.
I mean,
Um,
like, if you were Halvin that told me that, I would just roll my eyes and be like, "This guy's fucking lost."
He
Man,
would absolutely ask that question, though.
He fucking
would,
spawned
and
in
it's,
GM downtown, and he just doesn't know where to go.
the premise of the question, or like the statement that question makes a lot of assumptions about
It
what.
does,
Yeah,
but it's a
a
question
lot of
in the
assumptions
end
I don't
of
agree with.
how I'm putting it is: would you consider like
Well,
animals,
okay,
like
me
dogs,
answering that
cats,
question
humans?
would be accepting the premise that
It would.
there's a God in the first place.
Yes.
All right, so
I don't think so.
take the God out. Would you consider the human person an art?
There is no expression behind what we are capable of, our function and our form. So no, we're not art.
Your penis is art, and I'm gonna draw on it.
Oh
I feel
my
like
God.
most art just serves a function, whether it's to make people happy or to make people feel some kind of emotion. It's
That's a
usually
very
used for
utilitarian way of
I
looking
mean,
at it.
so
That's
like,
how I
look,
view it.
if I'm gonna be really autistic, look, all right, so the iPhone, someone had to be creative and make the iPhone. Is that art?
No, that's
No.
an invention. That's something different.
But it could be classified as art because it's a form of creativity.
All right, let me
Here's
just.
the thing, right? Here's the thing, right? I'll continue on that for just a moment. I'll let you go in a moment, Shinlar. But I gotta say, the whole apple with a bite out of it. That's someone literally had to think of it and be like, "Oh, this is fucking fantastic design," right? Someone's like, "That's
Yeah,
art."
design.
It is a picture technically, so that would be
There is
considered
It's
art.
art, though.
there is an appealing design, or at least some people think so, behind the iPhone. If it was a purely utilitarian design, it would just be a single block that would be able to call, and that's it. It wouldn't have any it wouldn't have a connection to the internet because it doesn't have a need for those. It wouldn't need to have music at all or be able to reproduce sounds.
The real
It
question, I
wouldn't
guess,
have
would
any
be
image.
better ask would have to be what would not be considered art?
What could not be considered art?
Oxygen?
It's a lot of
Science.
okay. So there's I was going to tell Justy the reason why art has seemed to be degrading, quote unquote, like over the past hundreds of years. It's because of the way technology moves forward and makes execution of art easier.
Well,
I
I
tell you
wouldn't.
what's
People
not
like
art.
Here's the
painters
thing.
started going fucking insane when the camera was invented.
Here's the
I
thing.
can tell you what isn't art though. AI art.
No.
Yeah,
Nope,
like
nope,
we're going through a
That's still
similar
art.
thing.
Nope. I would
except
disagree. Here's the thing. I don't think there is a degradation, right, of art. I don't think it's
Wow.
degrading whatsoever. I think it is just changing. And it's changing in a way that a lot of people are not familiar with. And they don't like because it's not how they did it or how people before
Okay.
them did it. It's changing.
So we're in the same page then.
It is definitely changing. Yes.
It's just, there's a lot of things. It's kind of like, we all have our issues with it. I don't like food art or art that does not serve a purpose to,
It's
try
because
and
it's not
convey.
logical.
It does not convey an emotion to the person who is looking at it or who is, taking
Mhm.
part in it. And For you, Fox, you do not like AI art because it is, you know,
I
it is
don't like the
simply
part
made.
where it steals art from other people to
Yeah.
make the.
Otherwise, you're fine with it if it didn't do
I
that.
would be fine if people use it in the way like that machine learning was originally intended to be used,
But
which is to recognize images, or in the case of this, just try to
What about-
modify things.
are you
What's your
saying
thoughts
it's?
on using AI art for a reference or like make your own?
No,
I was
because it
gonna
would
say
be a
that.
bad reference.
I would say, how is the AI allowed to learn if it does not have influence? If it cannot take from.
Because it's not learning.
Well, you're
So
not
this is the
either. Then
misconception. No. This is the misconception that people have,
go ahead.
because they let all the other stupid like money brain people try to convince them that this thing is in any way sentient.
Right.
It does not have the ability to learn because it doesn't have the ability to make decisions. It does not have a conscience. It's nothing but a word or pattern calculator
It's a tool.
that just picks. Yeah, okay. People try to call it a tool to make it sound like it has another purpose.
It's just algorithms.
It's a mathematical formula that will predict, given a certain context and weights of the things that it's supposed to be acquainted with, the next plausible result in the pattern. If it's taught that there's a higher likely chance that the figure or the shape that it's seeing right now is a triangle, then it will say it's a triangle, and it would have a certain level of confidence that that result is correct. And the more it's trained, the more it's shown and taken copies of those and seen the results of that, those same correct results get reinforced.
But
So next time when it's trying to get the try to recognize a pattern, it would apply the things that it already knows, or the things that are already the same pathway that is already proven to work on the same thing. It's a
But yeah,
process
no,
of
it
refinement.
pretty much the software learns from its past mistakes and can capitalize and get better.
It doesn't learn, not really.
But that's
It just
Well,
it just mimics
I would disagree.
something.
I would disagree though.
Mhm.
It is much like how you can draw a triangle and say
Mhm.
this is a circle, right? But the people around you and the people who see it will say that is not a circle. We do not agree with that. But you can say, well,
Mhm.
it is, and they can say no. You're kind of on the right track though. It is a shape, but it's not that shape. Try again, right? You are being reinforced to try better to make a circle of which everyone agrees is a circle, right?
2 plus 2 does
Yes.
not equal 4.
If I draw a watermelon and I say that's a human head, people will say no, that's not. But a human head is round. Try again, right?
But it takes you actively deciding to get closer to making a triangle instead of the other shape, or naming it something different.
You know, I've been playing a game recently that has actively been using AI to basically mimic
Mhm.
what you input or do. And
Yes.
it definitely learns from me after a while, but
Oh, you mean
it
Tekken?
cannot. Yes, Tekken. Tekken 8.
Yeah.
It can't truly be me
Why not?
Okay,
because
that
I can function higher than it and see ahead of actual people. It only sees what it knows.
So are you saying that if it was exposed to, I don't know, maybe a longer time of learning, that it might be able to possibly expect the next move that someone might make?
There is that chance.
only
but
if
it's
Would you say
only if
not very likely.
there's a limited amount of answers, which is what video games happen to be. That's why quote unquote AI happens to be so effective in those things.
let me ask you this, Shinlar. How old are you?
I am. I'm 1 year older than you.
So would you say that if it had maybe 26 years and maybe not even that long, it might be able to do what you do?
If you're leaving it on constantly, there is that chance.
It might
Yes.
even need less time because of how it learns and how simple it is, right?
It's like training a child.
Yeah. So
An AI is basically a baby,
yeah.
but
It's a
It-
baby that can
ah.
kind of learn a little bit faster, but also does not produce a result that is as
the
good.
the
it
way
cannot produce
the
the
way it
human
acquires
emotion.
the way it acquires that new information is through brute force trial and error, which is not
Yeah.
what humans do.
Yeah. It
It
is.
can't produce the emotions that humans can.
Well, let me ask you that. What do you mean by brute force versus trial and error?
Sorry.
Completely
I had to go ahead.
completely
Okay,
detached. Oh, sorry, what was that?
what were we talking about?
Don't worry about it. Fox, go ahead.
I heard some boop boop, like it was a video game, huh, Ben?
What?
Wow.
Brown?
I don't know. Anyways, go on, Fox.
Ramblings.
Fuck are you talking about?
I forgot my train of thought. What was I saying?
Sorry.
I was
Brute
asking
force.
what is the difference between the brute force versus trial and error method that is between AI and humans?
The AI is not really thinking about what it's doing. It's just processing information.
Yeah.
Because it's not an AI. There's no intelligence behind it. It's a
Yeah.
calculator. It's a machine.
It's just
it's a
processing what it
mechanism.
knows.
It's a tool.
So basically, what you're saying
Yes.
is something that has to be AI has to be conscious.
It has
Yeah,
to be conscious to actually
it would require
properly learn.
intelligence to make an artificial intelligence.
Well, the thing is though, is that we have to consider the purpose of both the human as well as the tool of AI, right? If we are wanting
Right.
a thick booty goth lady, right?
Oh, please.
I can commission you that for that, right, Fox? And I
Yeah.
can tell the AI to do it as well, right? The end
Okay.
result is the big booty goth lady. Right?
Okay. If both me and the computer didn't have any information whatsoever.
But of what a
So
big
you
booty goth
wouldn't
girl
be
is,
able to understand what a big booty goth lady is then, right?
like that would just be like null in your inventory mind.
If I didn't know what a big booty goth lady looks like,
The
I
AI
would
wouldn't either.
try to. I mean, like if both of us didn't have that information at hand,
Yeah.
The algorithm or the what you call AI wouldn't really do anything because it has nothing to draw from.
And neither can
Meanwhile,
you.
I would try to figure out what the person is trying to tell me. What like even without any information, I would just make some shit up.
And
I
the
would
AI
Just
is
like
just
the
looking for
keywords.
just
keywords.
like the AI, right?
The AI is
No,
looking for
the AI
keywords.
wouldn't create anything.
It
When
wouldn't
people talk about the algorithm when people talk about the AI hallucinating, quote unquote, they just talking about an artifact that of this algorithm that it's the result of the interpolation between two images, which is pretty much the operating. Yeah, interpolation is
boy. Making me think
when
about that thing we talked about before about 60 frames.
I hate that.
yeah much in the same sense, like except like the reason why that the 60 frames per second enhancement of AI looks so shitty is because those AIs are trained on humans instead of anime or animation. They don't know the same forms, and through like virtually insurmountable amounts of trial and error, you create a neural network that is meant to imitate the way that neurons work, which is where you draw all the similarities between the AI and an actual human brain, except an actual human brain has a lot more parts than just the trial and error part.
Yeah, AI doesn't see between the lines.
I mean, sure. Like,
Well,
I
when it
mean,
comes to
humans don't either, but
animation.
we have the instinct to make shit up between the lines.
My whole
Time is
thing
it actually?
When we
it is
don't have the
almost the 2 hour
information, we
mark.
invent things.
Okay.
Oh shit!
But I will wrap it up by saying that I don't really agree with AI art, but if we are purely going for a product, the difference is that the AI art will not consider anything besides what is given to it. You know, it
Yes,
is big booty, it is goth, it is woman. Okay, let's make that, right?
you can only work
Yes.
with what's already there.
Whereas
Humans can
Fox
create.
will think about, well, what can I do with the shape? What can I do with the form? What can I,
And I
is it
fucking-
going to look like this kind of woman or that kind of woman? Is it going to be,
and I
a deeply goth or a lightly goth? There is no direct input. But the thing is, if we go further in detail, if I make it excruciatingly detailed, right, would we not end up with the same product or a near
No.
or close product? Because I
No.
think we would.
If we both had exactly the same goal, then yes.
Yeah.
But
If-
that's
That's what I mean. It has to be very, very detailed in the
again, like
description
I
of
hate
it.
I hate to sound like a broken record, but that's the utilitarian way of looking at art. Like art is not about having an objective. It wasn't. It shouldn't have been about making money. Money was just a byproduct of it.
it's been a passion.
Art is about passion. It's the
Okay.
most wonderful waste of time that I've ever had in my life.
Well, then let's change the word. Let's say I want you to design a big booty goth woman, right?
But design is art too. It would be the same person.
Well, then I don't know what to tell you. If I tell you to draw something that I would like, and you say, "Well, come on, I don't want to do that. That's a product." If I need that for my fucking new goth girl drink, right? Because I'm trying to sell this product, and art
Yeah,
makes
you're making a
people,
product.
and this art makes them feel good. It makes them want to
Yeah.
buy it. Then that is what I need.
Then you would make a market study. You would make sure that people actually want that thing, and then you would make it.
Speaking of art, Fox, where's the beefcake brie that you promised me?
Oh shit, man, that was a while ago. Yeah, I can draw it tomorrow though. I'm very sleepy.
He's asleep.
Time.
I'm so tired, man.
You ever think about if we were all AI, like there would be no human.
No.
We would just be
Would
spitting
we be able to
facts.
tell? That's a
We would
very
just-
well.
If we were
We would
all
just-
AI, there would be nothing.
We would just
That's
go
a-
into like
Made.
random like no, if we were AI and the internet still existed, like we would just kind of like spit information at each other, and it would be like an endless cycle of bibble babble.
I
I
mean, we
think-
wouldn't have words either.
I think we're at a
You mean like
point.
autistic people? wait.
It'll all come back to autism.
I think
Full
Can
circle,
AI
baby.
get autism?
we're at a point where society is changing, and I think
Carrie,
a lot
yeah.
of people are kind of. It's like with anything, people are very terrified of change. I myself am, but I for one do not mind it. I like it.
I
hate
don't.
those
It fucking depresses me. I want to make art to be happy and to express myself
weird
to other people.
TikTok people that make those stupid ass videos. I don't understand that shit.
I'm the guy in the park that's just like half of his pants down and fucking screaming at people about nonsense. And when they like come back and look at me like I'm a fucking weirdo, I completely turn like straight face and go like, "Hey, how's it going?" And then I keep
Yeah.
screaming like, "Ah!"
I
That
want to
makes
see if I
sense.
can force feed an AI and make it autistic.
Oh,
I
dude,
mean, you can make it
terminally autistic
behave.
AI.
You can make it behave like an autistic person, sure.
You can make it
But
do
then
whatever
again,
you
like,
wish.
That would be
It,
fun.
it doesn't like you make like a copy of what the autistic people usually say
Oh, yeah,
because
it
the
definitely
AI itself
won't be
doesn't
autistic.
understand anything.
It'll just act like it's autistic.
It would say words that autistic people normally say already in conversations with that context. Which is
It'll
why sometimes it gets it wrong.
if you ask for like a certain autistic saying, it will only produce what it knows. It may not even be the exact
mean,
kind of thing that
Something
you
less
want.
specific than that. If you train it to be like an autistic character, like you
that
train it
logic.
on like fucking high quality Reddit shit, like posts and all of that.
If you just feed it Reddit,
Alright.
it's gonna be
I
cool.
will
Yeah, just feed
say-
it Reddit. Is gonna
I-
talk like a Reddit person. He say words that Reddit users usually say.
Could you give
That's
it
all it does.
Tourette's?
I will say that AI will be at that point for quite a while. That
Yeah.
without being able to have a super precise knowledge of what the person is implicating or wanting, right? it will not be able to be what humans are. There is no chance
Yeah,
of that. It's not even.
I don't think the technology can really get there. I don't think it ever will.
No, AI will not take over the world. That is a stupid claim. It will never happen.
I think it will.
AI.
I don't think it'll take over the world, but I do think AI will be closer to humans within time. It's not one for
I
one.
really don't think so.
I do though.
I think I found a really good school course, like for
Okay.
like.
Oh,
Anyways, let's just
Sorry,
go
sorry.
in 3 minutes.
so, something about AI. I was gonna say, fuck. I lost train of thought.
All right.
I will say that it's just
Oh yeah, yeah.
I
like with your thing. I mean, of course you're right because it doesn't really take much to for people to believe that something has like a personality or something is a person. That's what we do all the time. We personify and we this thing that we do when we see pareidolia. It's a thing like we do to everything. Look at this salad face. We think that's a person. All we have to do is just give weird fucking teeth to the plane, and we already think it has a personality.
I don't.
And one of the engineers
inside.
working on the Google artificial intelligence believed that his creation had come alive only because he said exactly what he wanted it to say. So we're not really attempting to communicate with people at that point. We just want to be validated. We want to see the things we want it to say exactly what we want to hear.
Yeah, there will always be the
wife
issue.
was saying that they want to suck our cocks and all that.
It will always be the issue of, what are we expecting from it? And does it produce the result? Yes, it does. Okay, it is that then. There is no and that's the kind of what would you say, the interluding part between AI and human. I think first of all we need to have a clear and dissected part that says, hey, this is what a human is. This cannot, this is what makes us special. There needs to be a very clear and concise point that this is what makes us special before we can even begin to say, well, is the AI closer to us than not, because there is no real distinct, like, this is human, okay? The closer it gets to this, the more human it is. There is nothing like that that is certain and defined, So I think that's the issue first, and when it comes to like AIs becoming closer to human. But I will say that with my belief that AI will become something closer to humans in the future, it's nothing that we can imagine, It's like how people were 100 years ago thinking there's going to be flying cars. There's nothing like that, but there is electric cars,
Like I tried to say with the big titty goth girl example, if you take away the language from the language model and the language from the human, the language model won't do anything, and the human would just invent language again.
But it needs to learn that.
If you were to delete everything and get rid of any knowledge that the humans know, they are going to relearn it again eventually.
Yes.
Invention is the process of evolution.
Actually, it's mistakes. I got that from
most inventions come from mistakes.
Yeah. Evolution is a mistake. I mean, not in that way.
I mean, what?
No, I mean, evolution is because some cells, when they divide, the DNA just copies weird.
We are the
mistakes.
Process of mutations.
Autism's a mistake.
Autism is a mistake, but so is neurotypical people.
What? I found a good idea for like what they should start teaching in schools.
What?
Like they should have a course on the internet where basically
they already did. And they took it out.
It's an AI where you interact with an AI that's autistic. So when you get online, you know how to interact with autistic people. So it's an autistic AI. The AI learns how to be autism.
That will make kids autistic.
Yeah, they'll make the AI autistic, and they'll respond to you like in the most annoying way possible. So you kind of like before you actually get online. Yeah, like you learn like the symptoms of autism. Like you kind of like when you get actually on the internet, you go on Discord. You're like, I've been to autism class.
I have my
learned AI autism.
certificate.
Yeah.
At that point, you're making an exception. It should be, how can we cure autism? Not how do we make an exception for it?
I can't
Oh, I
believe
didn't.
How do
Didn't
we,
I
how
tell
do we
you
make it
before?
morally right?
You put them in camps.
No.
Where they can concentrate.
Wait,
No,
that
I
sounds
wasn't going that
familiar.
far. Hold on a second.
6 million.
No, it's like for a camp for people to really focus in, or for tests and shit.
Listen, you're saying all that.
How many people
Listen,
world are
I can't
A
believe they
lot.
uploaded Justy's
Around-
subconsciousness to an AI.
around 75 million people have autism spectrum
Yeah,
disorder.
see, that's fair enough. You know,
That's not a lot.
you guys go to middle
1%
school.
of the world has autism.
A single
His name
person, yeah.
is-
Skull Justy.
Yeah.
Oh no! I
You go to
will.
middle school,
listen.
you're like, welcome to AI autism class. You go on the computer and you start chatting with a fucking AI that's autistic.
I will.
Yes, you
I
already said that.
And he keeps obsessing about the same fucking game.
I will.
Oh my god.
I will take. Listen. I will be the fucking vessel. I will take in all the world's autism and kill myself on the cross for everyone.
No.
You're gonna be like Schwarzenegger in the end of days.
Yeah.
Sending death threats to the damn
gonna have a
autistic
cool beard.
AI.
You're gonna have a cool beard and big muscles.
Gonna be full on autistic. I'm gonna take it on the sins of the world on my shoulders.
It's the coming of Jeebus.
The coming of Justice. Oh,
Coming up jumps.
Justice.
Justice.
Just Jesus.
All right. Well, I think that's a good place to end the podcast. Is there anything
Yeah.
the rest of you would like to say, and or, you know,
Uh-huh.
No,
Plug
don't
or
entice us because
anything.
we'll probably
No,
talk
just cut
for the
it
next
right
20
here.
minutes.
Cut it off right now.
Yeah,
okay.
fucking cut it out.
Shinlar, is there anything you would like to say to the people? Maybe be like, oh, I'm gay. Whoa.
If you have autism,
Kill
you don't have
yourself.
autism.
Okay. Ben, anything you want to say? Okay, Fox, anything you want to say?
Okay,
I was
you
trying to do
go.
like what fucking Chris Chan says when
I
he
need
ends the
to-
video.
Oh yeah, listen, kids. I need you to go to Steam right now and you fucking buy Extreme G2.
He always
On
Alright,
fucking
end it,
plugs a
end it,
video
end it,
game.
end it,
He
end
always
it.
plugs a goddamn game. But alright. Thanks
Nah, go play
everyone.
Tunic.
Thanks everyone for watching Within the Flesh. And bye. Whoa.